Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 78 of the A-listers, ladies and gentlemen. And today we're doing something different than the stream that we did on Sunday. I was gonna do Ahwa X A-listers team of the season, so I decided to do two parts. We got the fraudulent team of the season at the end. We got the fraudulent team of the season at the end. You get me, but it is what it is. But today we're doing something completely different. We're doing the overrated 11 Premier League frauds. This is what we're doing. And I'm just putting this out there from now, just to make it interesting. No one gives a shit if a Forest player or an Ipswich player or a Brighton player is overrated. No one cares. We're here to talk about the big six clubs. We are going to put 11 big six frauds in this team. You get me? So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Speaking of frauds, the biggest fraud is here. And like Egal, how you doing, Egal, mate?
I'm okay, man. I just heard some funny news before I came on here, but everything's blessed. Real Madrid take your boy. Looks like they're taking one of our transfer targets too.
Yeah, one of our transfer targets, so he hasn't been linked to Arsenal, yeah?
One of our transfer targets, both of us.
Yes, R. Nah, khalas, for me, that was last summer, mate.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. Let's get into it. I'm happy that you put Phil Foden on the thumbnail, but we need to talk about Vel. Vel, you need to get that hat off my picture. I hate that hat.
Which hat? Let me remove you and remove myself. Oh, the magician hat, you don't like it?
Nah, he's got to get rid of that hat. I can give him a picture of me without a hat if he wants, because everyone else looks normal. I look like a clown with that hat on. Anyways, people in the chat are going to make clowns.
You look fine. Speaking of clowns,
I've been a Spurs fan for 20 long years, seen my share of triumphs and buckets of tears. But this year's taking in one.
Our favorite clown, and I only say that because he's actually incredibly hilarious, and I absolutely love working with him.
That song is amazing.
You know, that's an absolutely elite song. Absolutely love working with him, and he knows it. The man, the myth, the legend, the mayor of Dallas is in the building. Man like Yaqoob. How you doing? New setup.
This looks so much better.
Yes, this is a new setup. What do you mean no?
I mean, kind of.
Different area. Hi, Jacob. How you doing, mate?
Hello. I'm good. How you doing?
Your camera is a bit shaking, though.
Why are you so soft-spoken today, man?
Yeah, why? Where's the energy?
No chairs, no talks.
Yeah. You ain't even fasting or nothing. What happened?
What's going on, bro? Talk to us.
What's going on? What?
What?
What you?
What me?
Yes.
What me?
Where's the Jacob we all know?
He's got a new angle. He's got his long hair, don't care, with his tattoos. He's trying to look like a cool guy today.
Long hair don't care. That's weird to say when I just got a haircut, but okay. Thanks
It's
for
still
noticing.
long. I got a haircut as well. This is a haircut right here. I'm done with the caveman era. That's because Eid's coming, innit? So I have to impress the woman outside.
I need to get a cut myself soon.
Anyway, joining us next to the channel, you get me. Speaking of frauds, he's worse than Hamza. I'm completely convinced of it. Imagine he's such a... Okay, khalas, he removed that guy from his background. I forgive you. Man like Vator is in the building. Hi, Vator.
What, you had Trent in the background?
No, he had FSG. Because he's a bum.
Oh, FSG.
FSG. I mean, would you rather these owners, Hussam? Thank your heavens you don't have these owners, all right? Thanks for having me on the show. The biggest fraud, worse than Hamza. You know what? If you think I'm worse than Hamza, that's cool. That's cool. I won't cook you today. You've had a lot to deal with. You know, it's not Trent talk today. I'm sure you've spoken about Trent endlessly. So I'll leave that for Professor to deal with you on that one. If I don't think the Professor's cooked you enough, then...
Can you stop glazing Hamza all this Professor talk?
You know what I noticed about
his name's Professor Hamza. I call you Don Hussam. You want me to
Vator,
call you
you're-
Hussam then?
Vader, you're like Pikachu. You only go on counterattacks. You never start the attacks.
Exactly.
So I get why they're calling you a fraud, because
Whoa.
sometimes you need to be on the attack. You
No.
can't always-
See,
can't
I'm the
always
eldest
be
of
on the
4. I've always had to protect my siblings. I don't like people being bullied. I've stopped fights in schools and stuff like that. That's just been me. So I won't be the one to instigate a fight. You guys like
Okay.
to trigger fights, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Guys, Carefree Lewis absolutely bottled it. So who's better
Again?
than the? Yeah, he's a bottle job, you know this. So who's better than the super sub elite man? You get me, this guy right here, putting in Salomon Kalou shifts from 15 years ago. The funny part is Salomon Kalou would be their best forward right now.
You notice how none of them recognize Ramirez?
Yeah, Ramirez. Yeah. That is
Man
true.
got lighter, got bigger, and they're like, yo, what the hell happened to him?
Ahmedinho, Bridge Nation. How you doing, mate?
You're on
On
mute,
mute.
bro.
Every time you enter the stream on mute, professional streamer, you know.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Big up to everyone. Hope you do well. Hope you're having a wonderful
Yeah,
day today.
Ahmed, quick question. Do you know what the score of the Somali game is?
Yeah, we lost 2-0, didn't we?
My guy, he knows.
Mm.
At least you're paying attention.
I was watching the game, bro. I watched the games actually. I actually do watch them on the side
Yes.
whenever I can.
Yes.
But yeah, man. Listen, obviously, big up to everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. I recognize Ramirez. You know, Ramirez was one of those ballers that he was a poverty baller, man. You could tell, man. 0 all asides, just like myself when I was a young lad. You know what I mean? 0 all over. You know what I mean? Just focusing on the game. We're not doing hairstyles, nothing like that. Listen, I'm happy for him, man. He's I always said he's probably, in terms of, not obviously, I don't think he's the best midfielder for Chelsea, but he was my favorite midfielder growing up watching Chelsea. So that's how I've always been a big Ramirez fan personally.
Fairs. But do you find it funny some of your fan base didn't recognize him?
Yeah, man. Big. I think someone said, I think it was CB. He said, what's it called? Yeah, he's got the black spray on him, and I was like, come on, man, let's respect Ramirez, man. He always had the strong hairline. Let's respect Ramirez, bro. He always had a strong hairline, man. Like, you know what I mean? Let's not do that, bro. Just because guys used to have like number 1 all over, don't mean we don't have strong hairlines, man. So respect Ramirez, man.
Tell me, Hussam, did somebody else bottle it today?
Yes, Shik bottled it. Oh, you have work. He's a liar. No one works on Tuesdays at this time. Yeah,
On a Tuesday?
yeah, no one works Tuesday, 10
Oh.
p.m. Even Vator is here. See? Vator always ducks midstream and shit.
I'm
Today
still gonna
he's
have to
here.
duck midstream for a bit. but-
Oh, was just
Mhm.
giving you
The
props.
moment when we mention Foden, he's gonna duck.
Yeah, I'm
Wait.
literally giving you props right now. Give me
yeah.
access
Why
to it.
are we mentioning Foden? Are we?
I'm
'Cause
literally giving
he's
you
gonna be the
props.
captain of this show.
Oh wow.
I'm literally giving you prop.
Wow.
No, actually, the captain, Egal. Come on.
Oh, fair.
You fair?
No.
Fair.
No, actually not.
Man, try and do a gimmick for one of my former players who's got 14 goals and 6 assists, or 7 assists, sorry. 21 GA in the Premier League. Have some respect, please.
So GA matters?
In terms of season-wise, yes, because he had a good
There you
first half
are.
of the season.
There you
There
are.
we go.
Mm.
He had a good part 1. Part 2's not been great of the season, so therefore you can't really put him in a fraud.
Say a
because-
word. Tom Little's calling Trent a rat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tom's being in his emotions today. I'm not gonna pay him this month. Anyway, joining us on the channel, you get
Wow.
me. New
You
York's
didn't say
finest.
you're not gonna pay him.
New York's finest, but he's not a dollar slice of pizza. He's a $35 deli sandwich. You get me? Because I was watching one of those shorts. Subhanallah, YouTube Shorts is the biggest haywan in the universe. Let me just express this. Every time I'm fasting, they send me food shorts.
Hold that.
It's
Me too.
Doesn't that happen to you
And
as
you know
well?
who it is?
I
It's
saw
that
a
guy.
restaurant in New York
Golden
serving a
Balance.
$35 deli. And I'm
The
like, how
Golden
do they
Balance.
even live in that country? But it looked amazing. It
You
looked
know who keeps
amazing.
popping up on mine? The Golden Balance. You know the guy?
Describe
No.
what he does, and I might track it.
He just says every time he says and Bismillah before he eats. And he
Yes. And now, Bismillah.
You know who I always get? I get
Yeah,
some
yeah,
weird
yeah.
guy from like New York that says he gets these random
What do you mean? What
customers.
kind of intro is that for Staffy? You're literally from New York, and you know that the $35 sandwich deli is the elitist thing you could buy.
I actually
as a
get
human being.
I actually get these weird things here of like, what's it called? Some chopped cheese thing. Like, can I get a chopped cheese with like some pizza thing or like some? They keep on getting
Have you
some
guys
random
ever
guy.
seen? By the way, can we add Staffy first? Hi, Staffy. How you doing, mate?
The guy gave me an intro and never actually brought me on.
And we kept talking as well.
And then he started talking about food while I'm fasting. I'm like, what's
Hold
going
that,
on
man.
here?
This is the guy.
Yeah, I know him. I know him. Yeah. I
This
know
guy
him.
keeps
And now
popping up
Bismillah.
on my feed every day whenever I'm
Yeah.
fasting.
Can we stop
There's that
spreading
guy. Have you guys
misinformation?
ever seen the
please?
guy that does the lunch hour break thing?
No,
I
not
need a
No.
little bit more information than the guy that does
Like
the
he
1 hour
has like
lunch.
this. He does shorts and is like lunch hour, and then he's in his car eating. He's always in the car.
Oh,
eating.
I hate that. But that guy is so fucking disgusting. That the guy,
Okay.
guys, he basically sits in the car, and I'm telling you, he has like Vator. He has real ass meals in his car. Like the guy would put on gloves and he'll
Don't
start
I get
eating
him
like chicken
all the
wings
time.
or something, and start dipping them like in hella sauce.
Nah, I've never
Bro,
seen
the
it.
car gets messy.
Oh, you're
It
talking
gives
about.
me hella OCD
You're
when I
talking
see
about. You're talking about Keith Lee.
that. I don't know his name.
No,
I've
no,
seen
no,
him.
no, not him.
No, not Keith Lee. Keith Lee doesn't eat in the
buys
car.
the
He
food.
goes around.
No. Keith
but
Lee gets
Keith
the
Lee
food
eats in his
from the
car.
restaurant and then he gets his food. Yes, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Keith Lee.
By the
Wallahi,
way,
ya
can
habibi,
we-
I do not choose.
Wait,
I
wait,
do
can
not
we
choose
debunk
what
this? Can we
shorts to
debunk
pop
this?
up, yeah.
One second. I've heard you say this on your stream, and you were like, "Oh, I don't know how these guys live in New York. $35 sandwiches at the deli." What kind of deli and what kind of sandwich are you talking about? Because
I'm
I've never
talking
seen a
about, like,
$35
one of the
Up in
famous
Manhattan.
delis
Up
in
in
New York.
Manhattan. Come on,
It
stop.
costs
Vader, I promise you, there's no
$35.
$35 sandwiches there.
This is exactly what happens. You walk in, to your right, there's like the area where you get the sandwich. On the left
$35
is all
kinda
like
insane.
tables, like small tables with 4 chairs, every table, and they're sitting with each other. And like you go pay to the sandwich guy, and you go and eat it. And it's like this white plate, and they cut it in half.
Bro, listen, nothing you describe speaks $35 to me, because I'll tell you this.
Let me check it.
I
Let's see,
worked
let's
in
see.
Manhattan. I mean, there's probably a little bit of flex. My office was in Times Square, the most expensive area in New York.
Mm.
I used to go and
Mm.
grab either breakfast or lunch from those delis. They all have
You
like
didn't pack a
buffets.
lunch.
What's that?
You didn't pack a lunch.
Right, he had a
No.
good job. Yeah,
Oh,
he was
living
eating too.
large. Staffy,
Yeah.
living
I was
large.
about to
bro.
say,
He was living lavish. He was
The
living lavish.
lunch was so they weigh it. It was by the pound, but it would usually be anywhere between $12 and like $15. Like that's the average price. But that's your lunch, or like even in the morning, like you just grab a little bit of scrambled
Here,
eggs,
see, I
a little
found
bit
it. I
of
found it.
halal bacon.
Pick up Giovanni here.
It was never $35, bro.
Here, it's this. This isn't 35, but in the same restaurant. I'm 100% sure I saw
Oh,
35.
Cat's
one.
Deli.
Yeah, listen to this.
Oh, but look at this, bro. Look how much but look how much meat is in
Yeah,
there.
that's
My
There
most
you
recent
are.
visit to New York City had to include the legendary Katz's Deli, which I can safely say after years of consuming pastrami is the best version I've ever had. Their pastrami takes up to 30 days to cure, which is way longer than normally. It's then slow smoked for 3 days at a low temperature, boiled for 3 hours, and then steamed behind the carving counter to get this crazy
He
good
says the
tenderness.
price now.
The matzo ball soup is super comforting, light and fluffy, not overly stuffy. It doesn't get much better than this, and I loved every second. This sandwich is insanely good, melts in your mouth, and I love a ton of mustard with it. Sandwich was $26, and the matzo ball
Here, you heard that?
$26.
Bro, this is not a normal sandwich. Like
That
this
makes
is-
sense,
you see how
though.
much pastrami's in this shit.
that's why Americans are so large.
Yeah, listen, $26 makes sense because like
Okay.
listen, $26 makes
Oh,
sense because
nah,
in the
nah,
UK
nah.
we get those sandwiches for like £20. So it makes sense.
Got
There you
Jacob out there in Texas.
Roberto stamp right there. Roberto stamp. You get me. Anyway,
Yeah, but see,
Now we
that's
got to-
Cat's Deli. That's different. It's a tourist
Cat's
attraction.
Deli.
Like that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's not
Shout
my
out to my captain, man.
Wallahi, they're not gonna show
not gonna
someone
lie
from
to you. I'd
Jordan
rather go
something other
Korean
than
barbecue
tourist
than
attraction, man. I
Maybe
have to
if
see the
sandwiches
tourist.
where I live were $35, probably I promise you I'd be a lot thinner than I am because I can't afford that. It's too
Yo, how
much.
much is Korean barbecue over there?
To be fair, you don't eat pastrami delis. You eat bagels.
Cream
I'm not
cheese
gonna talk about
bagels.
that, but it's true.
I
Some
just
rumors
went
are
on
that I just
my-
had a bagel yesterday.
I just
Well,
went on my
he
American
messages me,
stream.
like,
What's
I've
going
never
on,
done
man?
Have
it.
you ever had
Bagel.
salmon on a bagel?
Yes, he has with
Smoked
cream
salmon
cheese.
over it. Yeah, I don't get that, but you could get that.
Yeah.
Salmon is disgusting, man. Worst fish I've ever eaten, bro. Worst
This
fish
is
I've
poor
ever eaten.
people
Wow.
talk. You can sit on the side.
Wow.
You see, every other fish I will eat happily,
Imagine calling
but
it
not
salmon.
It
salmon.
wasn't made right.
But not
You
salmon.
like it, it
But
wasn't
not
made
salmon. Listen, my mom used to make some of the best salmon ever, but I just couldn't eat salmon. I can't. I don't like it, bro. That's the texture.
Did
I
you
just
say
like.
halal bacon? Habibi, here's the ruling in Islam.
Turkey bacon.
As a
It's
Muslim,
basically
you can
turkey.
eat kosher food. So if it's kosher, you can eat it.
Yeah, Habibi, when I say halal bacon, it means turkey bacon.
Yeah,
Like,
turkey
why did I
bacon.
have to explain that?
Some
Yeah,
people
below.
don't get that.
Turkey bacon or
Oh,
turkey
bro.
sausage?
Anyway, guys, we are 17 minutes into the video. Bala Faida. Big up to
Sorry
every
to
single one of
everybody
you
for-
guys.
This is more enjoyable than whatever we're gonna do anyways, because we're about to talk about
No,
some
this
shit
one
players.
actually is fun. I promise you, it will be fun. Big up to every single one of
Oh,
you guys.
you
Make sure
brought the
guys are-
biggest Foden fan.
Can we?
I'm
Can,
not
can
a
I?
Foden
can-
fan.
Guys,
Why?
can I start the stream, please?
Yeah,
Big up
go.
to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And if you're watching this right now or on the replay, everyone's channel, including that bum Lewis, is in the description. So please do give him a subscribe. Staffy, his channel also is in the description. And Ahmed's channel is in the description as well. So go give all of them a subscribe for me. Vator Games TV, United Spurs of America, Egal Talks Football, Staffy TV, Shik TV, and Bridge Nation. In the location.
Let's start. Listen, let's start. Yeah, man. Let's start the right back, man, because you know.
No,
We know-
relax. Relax.
We know
Sallu
who
ala
won.
nabi.
We know who won that. We know.
Let
who
me
won,
share
man.
first blood. Let me share.
Why is everyone showing off pictures today? You know what? I'm gonna do this. You know what, Tom Little? This for you, man. This
Ma,
for
when we do this, it won't matter anyway.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we are here.
Can you put me on the big screen, Hassan, before we start?
Wow.
Bro,
That's
you're
necessary
such a
right
bum.
now.
That's
I
messed up.
hate-
Yeah, man. I'm putting, yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
This is for you, Tom Little.
Uh-huh.
That's messed up.
Can't beat him, join him.
Nah.
Can't beat him, join
Yeah,
him.
but is that Gavardia on the floor? Just wanted to confirm. V.
I don't like
Just want to
Vader would
confirm
know.
that.
Ask him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, just wanted to
He
confirm
put-
with
he put-
Mantira.
Trent,
on
Trent
Vinny
made the
on,
right
Mbappe.
decision. Trent made the right decision.
You know what I mean? You won't catch it. You won't catch it. You won't
Let's
catch
make this club. That's what he did.
He made
Okay,
the right
guys. Ha 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 ha.
Listen, you know what I mean?
Anyway.
Rich James, man, he signed his
The
contract,
rules
that's
are
what
the
I'm saying.
following, guys. Let's just explain this to the universe. We're here to make the fraud 11 overrated 11. Now, here's the thing that I want to tell everyone in the chat. No one gives a shit if there's an Ipswich player or a Forest player. It's Big Six clubs only. It's all our clubs. Very simple, okay? So when I tell you who's the most overrated striker, don't tell me Liam Delap. No one cares. Your vote is null and void. You get me? We're talking about overrated players from our clubs, and it's based on their performances. Give prime example. Onana, as an example, is a highly rated goalkeeper. Sanchez, no one rates him.
It's
أصلاً.
Onana.
No, but like still people rate him. So
Didn't you once
people
say
rate
he was
Onana.
But I mean, in terms of the big
So
six,
don't
like, you
come
have to say
bring me a
Sanchez.
player that no one rates to begin with, and then come tell me put him in the overrated XI, because that's just stupid. Don't come tell me Luis Diaz is a fraud, man. No one rates him. You get me? The whole
I mean,
point
you
is
don't rate him.
rate
You don't rate him.
You're trying to get the
So
Colombians after you again.
Anyway, let's start off with the goalkeeping positions. Tell me the names of. Let's brainstorm before we get the votes in. Who do you think are the three most?
Can I
overrated
go first?
goalkeepers? Go ahead.
Oh, na 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 na. Let's put him in.
Wow.
Astaghfirullah,
I'm
man.
confused.
I
how
think
Ramadan.
the three most
Astaghfirullah,
I think the
Ramadan.
three most overrated keepers from this panel are Onana, Ederson, and Vicario.
Nah.
I think it's Edison because no one
Henderson.
rates Onana. How can he be overrated when he's not rated?
Wow.
I mean, what's Vicario done to be?
And we put Ederson in
to
there.
get hooked? I'm sorry,
Vicario
I'm
should be
Spurs
there,
here.
You guys rate Ederson now.
Edison was getting into fistfights with Pep. I heard.
No, that's
yeah,
a lie.
yeah, yeah. He scratched
no.
them up and shit.
No, he
Mm.
didn't.
Do you think Edison could knock out Pep? But this is a quick question, man. I mean, that's all I want to know.
He would never, because when Cancelo did it, he was shipped out ASAP. So Ederson,
So
would
Cancelo
never,
knocked out Pep. Is that what you're saying?
Ederson would never step to Pep. No.
Oh,
Pep's an old man. He's in his 50s or something like that. Yes, Ederson would win a fight over Pep.
Listen,
Yeah,
all
but, you
I'm
know-
gonna say is it can't be Sanchez, it can't be Onana. No
Why
one
can't it be
rates-
Sanchez?
Nobody rates
No one
Sanchez.
rates-
why
Because
can't
no
it
one
be
rates
Sanchez?
to begin with.
People, 1 second. You rate Onana, Staffy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago.
Not anymore. Okay.
this time you were rating Sanchez in the beginning of the season, bro. So
No one
therefore-
rates Sanchez. And no one logically still rates Onana.
People
I
rated
mean, even
Sanchez
Stevie
when he
Wonder
was at
could see
Brighton.
that this guy's shit.
Now,
Yeah.
no.
people rating him. So can we just
Oh.
put Sanchez there?
How
You know
about
what? Can I
How is-
actually
how
make a
is
real
it-
argument?
Hold on.
Can I ask you? Can I
I
ask
think
you
it
a
has to be
genuine
Edison.
question?
No,
How
it's
is
Yeah,
it-
I actually want to make an
Sorry,
argument.
guys.
Listen, 1 second. I genuinely believe, no jokes. I think it's Edison.
No.
When you look at the amount of times this season he's cost his team. Remember that one game when it was 3-3, I think, against I forgot who they played.
Real Madrid, did it?
No. It was I think it was a Dutch team when they were up 3-0.
Oh, PSV,
PSG. Line, and he got broke.
Feyenoord.
That week alone, he got done twice. He got benched by Ortega because of how bad he was. Pep genuinely thought he was so bad that he started benching. Feyenoord, thank you, chat. He got benched because of how bad he was. And Pep's excuse was like, oh, we're just trying new things. No, you just don't want to say that your goalkeeper's been shit.
No,
Edison.
Would we not include Ortega in that list though? Would we not include Ortega in that list though? Because like Ortega's also been someone.
This is what I was trying to bring
He
up.
doesn't play enough.
Yeah.
No, he does play. This is what I was trying to bring up because everyone was telling me, oh, the better shot stopper, the better keeper is Ortega. Everyone, oh, you're not even playing your best player. Guess what? When we played him, that's when Egal had the biggest chest because that's when he was able to do what he did versus City. That was Ortega in net. So if we want to talk about overrated, like actually applying overrated,
yeah. I would have to say Ortega too. Actually, I think that's a lot more sound of an argument, bro. Because that a lot of people.
Why are we being so edgy? Fucking Ortega. What are we gonna vote for next?
Like that?
What are we gonna vote for next? Jorgensen and Kelleher. Come on, you
Ahmed,
guys.
do you rate Ortega more than a backup goalkeeper?
Yes, I would say so. Yes.
Sounds like you're. This sounds like
they
a
were
you
saying
issue.
Ortega was the
I don't
best
think I know
backup,
anyone else that says that.
and they wanted him to start over.
There were
Edison.
people
He's not a
saying,
run.
I remember people saying, in the summer transfer window, that a lot of people were saying they would take Ortega as their starting keeper. I don't know where this origins. I don't know where this origins come in.
Edison is known as one of the top keepers in the league. This season, he's not been top 5.
Yeah.
Why is no one mentioning Guillermo Vicario? Can I understand, please?
Because Vicario's been injured.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, Vicario's been
That's one of the
injured.
dumbest arguments you could make for a
And it's all, listen,
Hello,
and
Jacob.
also it's Spurs, isn't it? Why are we gonna? I mean,
That's like me
I'm
saying.
trying to get
come on,
Jacob
bro.
to speak, Staffy. Come, hype him up. Tell him
That's
how
like
shit
me
the
saying
Vicario
Rodri
is.
should be in
They
the.
can
I don't know why
stop
he's shy
talking.
today. You can speak.
Bro, I be hearing Chelsea fans crying every day about Roberto. So why
That's
are
exactly,
we not
man.
just
That's
put-
what I'm
Yes,
saying.
crying, not rate him. How can do we need to explain what overrated means? It means
Guys,
someone has to
overrated
rate
This
Let
them.
me
is a
talk.
fraud
Does
alert. It's not
any- does anybody
overrated. You don't need
here-
to explain
Yeah.
shit.
Let
You
me
need to
ask you
read the
guys-
title
It
of
says
the damn
overrated.
show.
Literally the first
Let me
word
ask
in the
you
Frauds.
stream.
No,
Frauds
Yes.
of the season.
Overrated.
Overrated
here-
frauds.
Does
For you to
Vicario's
be a
not
fraud,
a
it means I
fraud.
scammed you. If I come
Guys,
to you,
no,
Jacob, and I
Jacob's
say,
right.
"Yo, Jacob, I'm a lawyer," and then you find out I'm a deli worker. Yeah, you're a fraud because I lied to you. I told you I was something that I'm not.
That's what Sanchez
If I
is.
tell you rate me, but I'm
Yes,
shit, it
exactly.
means I'm an overrated
Sanchez is a
fraud.
fraud keeper. No, but Sanchez is a fraud keeper. Like he should not even be.
Yes.
He's not fraud. Because change
Yes.
the name then.
Why
Just
are you
say
making
I
fun of
understood this as a
The
fraud
answer is
11.
right in front of
Yes.
us.
That's how I understood this.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
answer is right in front of us. It's Ederson. Staffy said it. I said
I
it.
agree with
think
you,
Sam
Biggest
agrees.
fraud.
No, but if you
let's-
talk about
let's-
the term fraud,
Okay. Guys, pause. I don't want to keep going on the goalkeeper forever because there's more interesting debates. Egal, your vote.
Ederson.
Jacob, your vote.
Sanchez.
Vator.
Sanchez.
Ahmed.
do the right thing.
the one that's gone to Turkey allegedly, Roberto Sanchez.
Ahmed and Staffy.
والله fun team.
طب ستافي خلاص قول. Ederson صح؟
Ederson, but Ahmed is a liar. He doesn't rate Sanchez. He's a liar.
Okay,
He's a
so now
fraud.
I'm gonna say
Sanchez is a
Ederson as
fraud.
well. I'm gonna
That's
say
free
Ederson
to-
as well.
That's free. Yeah, it's free.
So we're now tied. I'm gonna set up a poll for literally 30 seconds. That's it. You have 30 seconds to vote.
Chat, do the job, man. Do the job, chat, man. Let's get that bum Sanchez in goal, please. Thank you.
You just want to see Sanchez there. You know you don't even rate him.
Wallahi, I just want to
He's a
see him there,
fraud
bro. I'll be
keeper.
honest with you,
Yes,
man.
man.
Guys,
No,
you
I
have
I'm
mean-
to
not
vote
gonna lie.
Ederson.
I get it, man. I understand.
You have to vote Ederson. You have
He's
to
a
vote
fraud
Ederson.
keeper.
You have to vote Ederson.
Okay, let me
I
ask
don't
you
vote
guys this. Let me ask you guys this. Based off form this season, you picking Sanchez or Ederson?
I'd still take Edison, but it doesn't
Exactly,
mean that
so
at any
Sanchez
point
has
that
been
I
a
ever
worse
overrate
fraud.
Sanchez.
Honestly, they've been in the same area.
No. That's crazy. Edison
No,
is
no,
a-
no. They have not been. Yeah, Sanchez has got the most errors leading to goal, the most errors leading to big chances. Like Sanchez, yeah, has been terrible. He's even changed up his
No, but that
hairstyle
just-
to make
the
stuff
fact-
to make
the
stuff
fact
work,
that they're
and it's not
even being-
worked.
The fact that they're even being discussed in the same sentence shows you that Ederson has fallen off massively from what he used to be.
You
We're-
put him in the same sentence. No one else. Did.
You
What
put
we
him in-
need to stop
yeah.
doing is if you.
I
play
thought I
for the
was
big
talking about
six-
overrated players, not shit players.
Fair.
Okay,
vote
guys,
for the
poll over. 68% voted Ederson, so Ederson goes in net.
Wallahi W chat, man. Wallahi
Yeah,
W.
big
The
up.
chat understands the meaning of this.
RSM, man. I'm
Hold
disappointed in you, RSM.
This-
Just want you
this
to know,
chat
I'm
is
disappointed.
crazy.
in
Wallahi,
you.
thank
As
you,
a-
RSM. This
Right,
is why RSM is better than Ahmed.
RSM, as a
Left back or
friend,
left
I'm
back
disappointed.
Wow. Yeah, that is in the chat for you guys. Spam W's for you, chat.
By the way, can we select somebody who's been transferred out by January?
Who?
Who?
Kyle Walker.
You know, listen, I've got actually 3 guys. Can I put 3 guys? Let me do the left back, yeah? I'm going to say, obviously, Kyle Walker we can put as one.
Yeah, tell
other guy-
nominees first. Tell
Yeah,
nominees.
Kyle Walker, Ricardo Calafiori, another one we're going to be putting in
He's
there.
left
No,
My
left
personal-
back. Just left back alone.
But he played left back for them. What are you talking about, bro? He played left
No,
back.
he said just pick one.
Oh, he
No,
picked,
no, no.
oh, pick
I'm saying
one.
name nominees
Yeah.
for left back.
Yeah, so as I
not
gave
right
you,
back.
yeah, so left back, as I said before, Calafiori I gave as an example. Who's the other one? Kyle Walker, and then who's another one from the big
Left
6?
back.
You know what? Yeah, we need to talk about the guy from Tottenham. What's his name?
Thank you.
man?
Yes,
Destiny.
Ahmed, yes.
Destiny.
Come on,
Rookie.
Ahmed.
I can't lie.
I was waiting for
Yeah,
someone to
bro.
say it. Come on, Ahmed.
Destiny.
So you said-
there.
So you said Vicario can't be involved because he's been injured, but so is Destiny.
I can't lie, man. Destiny's
Interesting.
been getting. He was getting cooked before injury, getting cooked post injury, bro. You know what I
He
mean?
literally
Let's be real.
the beginning of the season was him coming back from surgery.
He's played 22 matches out of 29. That
Listen,
counts.
he's played. That's basically 80% of the games he's played. Come on, man.
Bro,
Put the
listen,
prize in the bag, bro.
before injury, after injury, during injury, Destiny, you got dogged. He was getting dogged all season. He is
Destiny's been
overrated.
meeting him. Destiny's been meeting his
Hey,
destiny,
can-
man.
can we be
Destiny's
honest?
been meeting his destiny, bro.
Destiny
Getting cooked.
Udogie was new signing hype, and then they quickly realized they got it wrong, but they don't want to admit it.
Can't lie, man. Dead fence is clear, man. Dead
So they're-
fence is
so
actually
they're
clear.
hiding behind-
Respect dead fence.
They're hiding behind the injuries of Van de Ven and Romero to cover up his faults. That's what they're doing. But just to speak about my boy Calafiori, he's been injured in and out, but he's not lived up to the hype. I don't think it's fair to put him in overrated because I don't think he was ever really rated too highly.
There's
to
only
begin with.
Arsenal fans, though. But yeah.
What?
Yeah, Arsenal fans calling him Maldini was nuts.
So listen, that's what I'm saying. If you
Bro,
call him
call him
Maldini, and
They
now
never
he's
seen him play. They just said it because he's
No,
Italian.
but while he was playing,
He has
while
long
was
Why,
hair.
bro?
playing,
This is why. This
he
is
scores
this
a
is why
wonder
Liga
goal
has
versus
high
City. He
blood
got
pressure. It's
overhyped.
because of
He's
you guys.
overrated.
He's Italian.
Yeah.
No one's gonna talk
hair.
about the best left back in the league the season before, Josko Gvardiol. Hello.
He,
No,
he's
Gvardiol's
been
not
good.
easy.
the whole of Gavardio, yeah, he's balanced himself out. Gavardi was balanced himself out offensively and then
Gavardio's
defensively.
been
Yeah.
City's second best goal scorer. He's been
Yeah,
a better
he's-
goal scorer than their forwards.
Gavardio is still amazing. He's still. I
Yeah.
think he's the best left back in the league. So.
Yeah, relax.
Nah,
Whoa,
nah,
whoa,
there's
that's
way
crazy,
better
but,
left backs.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
All right, him. I'll think of something else later. But
That's why you should get deported because respect Anthony Robinson.
Yeah,
No one's respecting that guy that brings
You
a
said
Jedi
top
sword
six
to this
teams.
football club.
Not
Anyone that
Liverpool.
brings a Jedi sword to
Hold on,
training
hold
is
on.
not.
Hold
It's not for football.
Fulham Robertson.
He's not. He's
No.
not the best.
yeah, but Sam said this is a top 6 team. Why would I think of Robert?
No, I'm
Robertson's
saying
not
he's been
overrated.
better than
no, you
Gavardio.
said
That's
best
what I'm
left
saying.
back
Oh.
in the league. I think it's
Best
Robinson.
left back in the league, you know, bro. He's not the best left in the league. Let's respect ourselves,
Him
man.
and
Go on,
Kirkes
Robert.
have been better than Gavardio.
You know what I mean? He lost oral points the moment I heard about the stuff he does.
Allah,
But
he's gonna say Cucurella. Why should I bother with this Chelsea fan
Look at
base?
Cucurella.
Listen, I'm Kukure's number one hater. What are you talking about, bro? But I have to give him credit where credit is due. You have to give credit
I'm not
where
gonna
credit
lie,
is due.
Cucurella looks like he'll get ragdolled by center by center forward if he ever tried to like go for a header.
Well,
Well,
luckily he's a left. so he doesn't
well,
have to
do you know
work.
what's funny? He scored 2 goals with his head. So what are you gonna say about that one then? Thank you very much. That's it.
Talking
man.
about head is crazy. Let's just vote, man.
His
Okay, so
his ability. To
I'll be
score
honest with
goals
you.
is not-
Considering what the
Calafiori.
title is, I will probably say the two that I'm gonna put forth, and I'll allow you guys to discuss and as well, obviously, give their opinion. Like, if we're talking about overrated frauds, it has to be one of Udogie or Calafiori. I'll be honest with you.
It has
one
to
of
be,
those.
bro. It has to be.
It has to be Destiny Udogie.
I'd say
Mm.
Calafiori.
Why is his name Ahmed, the bridge number 1 hater? You have to hate
Listen,
us.
you know what I mean? Listen, man. I love it, man. I love the game. You know,
Hey, big up Palestine today. Thank you for beating Iraq. Thank you. Mwah,
Big
big up Palestine.
And big
Wallahi,
up
me and my
Norway
dad-
for doing us
Me and my dad
justice
watched
also.
that game together. We celebrated Palestine's goal. Wallahi al-Azim. They were playing in Jordan. All the Jordanians went to support Palestine, and we beat Iraq. Let's go.
Did you see?
So,
Did you see my boy Odegaard put in a hat trick of assists?
Oh, here we go, man. Here we go.
No, but that's important because they beat.
Arham Ummi. Arham Ummi. Not
Because they
everything
beat
is Odegaard.
Listen, Somali Flame,
They
man,
beat,
don't tell me these comments, bro, because I'm gonna
They
start
beat
getting
you know
angry.
who. So.
Anyways, I'm voting for Udogi. Everyone else is voting for Calafiori.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm
Jacob,
voting
vote.
Udogi.
I can't lie to you, man. I want to crash it on Jacob today, so
Yeah, it's Udogi, bro. It's Udogi.
Yeah, they get the
Udogi.
program.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we
You
let
see how
Jacob
they
vote
crave
first?
me? You see how they crave me?
What?
They what now?
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Who, what?
That boy
Man's
talking
Yo,
about
G-
he wanted,
Man's talking like he's a snap.
Yo,
like,
man.
crazy.
Listen, man. You ain't him, man.
yeah. I'm not. What is that?
Jacob's
MSG? Is that
angle.
what they put in the
Jacob's
Chinese food?
camera angle made a move different today. What's going on?
My vote is for Calafiori.
Californication.
Ahmed. I'm sorry, Vator. I mean.
Well,
I
getting the
agree.
black guys wrong. Interesting.
I agree, Calafiori.
Ahmed.
Overhyped. Gets a
Please
goal
don't tell me
for
we're
the
gonna
city.
get a
Everyone
draw
thinks.
again, you fucking bums. Come on.
Can you
I'm
put that
gonna-
super chat when you get
I'm saying Destiny, man. I'm saying Destiny Udogi, bro.
Staffy.
Udogi. Has to be Udogi.
I'll be honest, I would have voted Calafiori, Jacob, but we got outvoted. So, unfortunately,
get it.
the left back
Maldini
If this
lives
team-
another day.
is Destiny Udogi.
Nobody even calls him that. Wallahi.
Right backs. Before we do that, super chat here from Thomas Hernandez. Staffy, you live in NYC? Thought the biggest waffler here Kyrie Irving did. It looks like you've taken down the crown up as the most pompous, phony, delusional, fraudulent weasel in the city. Is what Thomas.
Wow, we.
Do you know this
Alright.
guy?
I was gonna say shout out for the super chat. Sam really appreciates it. I have no idea who Thomas Hernandez is. I have no idea what I ever did to hurt him.
Can I tell
He
you who
looks
this
hurt.
is?
He looks like
Respect.
he's very hurt.
Can I tell
Respect
you who
Kyrie,
this
man.
is?
Respect
Staffy?
Kyrie, by the way. Respect
Who is
Kyrie,
that?
please.
I think this is Phineas. I'm not even lying.
No. Phineas would never
No.
say that. And nah. And Phineas is not from NYC. And I don't even live in NYC. But listen, someone
You
who
live in
called
Jersey.
me a phony, delusional, fraudulent weasel, I will not respond to you because I hurt you. I don't know what I did, but I hurt you. So I apologize that
he took
that
his girl or
you're,
something. What
he
happened?
just lives in trauma. I apologize that I made you feel.
Probably cussed him out on your channel.
And also,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know him. I would know Vader.
Also,
Trust me.
on
I
a
would
side
never get
note,
him.
why is Kyrie Irving getting shots? Like,
Yeah, man.
allow
Respect Kyrie, man. Respect Kyrie, man. Respect
Kyrie's
Kyrie,
from
please.
Jersey too, bro.
Yeah, Kyrie's a real one.
That's the best thing. That's the best thing. He's the best thing from Jersey, man. You know what I mean?
Guys,
Other-
we're not
you know
going to
what I
put Trent at right back. This is overrated frauds, not who Tom Little has
I
in
mean,
his feet.
all right. You know, let's.
Trent
We're
is
gonna do right
overrated.
backs. Let's do, man.
I'll
you
be
know,
honest,
Pedro
this is the
Porro.
first time. This is the first time when I'm gonna nominate actually a player from Staffy's team. I think Dallo is always discussed as one of the best right backs in the league. I think he deserves to be in this list.
I think after he missed a couple sitters against West Ham, people have realized he's a fraud in the final third.
You could vote him there, but he generally didn't play right back all season.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but we're
Walker.
not gonna do this because you have right wing back and stuff, so we can't.
No, but
like,
he generally
No,
doesn't.
but
He plays left
there's
wing
an obvious answer, guys. There's an answer so
Walker,
obvious
Walker.
that he got stripped of the captaincy and got kicked out of the club. His
Two
name's Kyle Walker.
facts. I feel like it's Walker or Pedro Porro, to be honest. Walker or Pedro Porro. Because Pedro Porro, man, defensively.
And
Yo,
don't forget-
Jacob Ahmed
guys,
is on you
guys,
today. What the
Pedro
Don't
fuck?
forget-
Porro. Wow, we.
Just
Wow, we,
remember,
man. Wow, we.
just remember, Champions League team of the season, Euros team of the season. Kyle Walker is now not even in the Premier League anymore.
So why are we
Yeah.
voting him in the Premier League team if he's not in the Premier League?
Yeah,
Because
so
the
what's
guy's
going on?
overrated.
Okay, let's check how
He's not in the
many.
league anymore.
Yeah, he
Let's
got
just
kicked
check
out.
how many.
He didn't get
All right,
kicked out. He's
Can
sent
I
on
say
loan.
something?
We're gonna pull
The
everybody that's
fact-
been sent on loan.
Your fans literally called him a terrorist and he got mad.
No, that's a portion of the fan base that live on
Oh,
Twitter.
no, man, that-
I don't think anyone wouldn't get mad if he got called a terrorist.
Okay, wait. We are 28 games in. He's made 15 appearances. I think that's enough.
That's enough.
No.
man.
Listen,
That's way more than enough.
Wow.
15?
my vote Listen, Tom Little. This one for you, Tom Little.
I
I'm
agree.
voting Trenton.
Oh, you guys are
agree.
ruining it.
No, don't ruin it. Yes,
We're not ruining it. Trent,
Who the fuck
Trent-
is Tom Little? Why are we voting for Tom Little?
Damn.
we're not
Okay.
voting. We're not voting for Tom Little. We're
Why
looking
is
at the
Trent
season.
getting voted?
'Cause-
He's been good.
No, he's been good, but he hasn't.
I
been
gotta
the
do it for
Trent.
Tom Little.
Trent
man.
hasn't been the best right back in the world. He
He's been
hasn't
one of
been
the
playing
most.
like that.
He's like the third
No.
most creative player in the Premier League this season.
Yeah,
Of all-
exactly.
We're talking offense for a defender. Stop this.
Listen,
we saw
Tom
him
Little's
get
my
cooked.
guy. I have to.
Bro,
man.
that's why Gavardio's not in this team because of offense.
What?
That's why Gavardio's
Gvardio's
not
not.
mentioned.
No, he hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, because actually that's what Ahmed mentioned and Staffy. They were talking about
Gavardio's best
scoring goals
skill
and shit.
set is his goal scoring. Not his
Gvardio's
defending.
not getting played half the game, subbed off at the 60th minute consistently to bring on a
Trent's
better
been
defender
injured,
to see
same
out
thing.
games. No.
Yeah, hold that
Listen.
well.
No,
Guys,
Slot's been
allow
subbing
Trent.
out Trent to make sure these games you don't concede late because he's a liability. And the fact is, he has been. He is
Why was
overrated,
football garbage bad?
and he hasn't delivered.
Yeah,
this
bro. What's
season.
this dictatorship?
No, I timed him
What's
out because he said Trent is bigger than Liverpool. He's not. Just shut the fuck up.
I mean, the way you guys are talking, he's not lying right now, is he?
Mm.
Guys, Trent has had one bad game this year against Man United. You cannot put him because now we're gonna ruin the team. Trent is closer to team of the season than he is frauds of the season. Come on now.
Can we super chat?
I'll be
players?
honest, yeah. Conor Bradley has been clear of him. I'll be honest when he's played. Let's be real,
I
bro.
think Kyle Walker
true.
is a correct nominee because it's 15 games.
To
And
be fair,
I think Pedro Porro is a nominee.
I don't think Trent is in team of the season either.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's closer to it than he is this one.
Listen, I'm gonna be a bit more objective here. I would say Trent, to help out my guy Tom Little, but I have to say, hand on heart, Walker, he's had a worse final season than Ivanovic, in my personal opinion, bro.
He's
Yeah,
not
he
a
doesn't
went
defender.
out.
In
He
terms
went out.
in terms of the way he went out, because listen,
went
Ivanovic
outside.
is my guy. Ivanovic is my guy, yeah. But that season, actually, he stayed in, bro, was terrible, bro, for his his stardom.
Walker's been
as-
injured. Like you said, he's played
Unreal.
15. He hasn't played that many. If I look at the minutes, I don't even think he's played that many minutes compared to the 15 appearances. Walker's
Vator,
not-
if he's made appearances in more than 50% of the season, like what the fuck are we doing here? And
Fact.
actually, if you
Listen,
want
at
me
the
to
end
be
of the day, man,
objective,
stop doing this.
objectively speaking, right? Agendas aside, that's why when I first started speaking, I nominated Diogo Dalot. Because if we're talking about frauds who actually people rate and are overrated, we have to bring Dalot in this conversation.
Why
But
don't
this
we
is what I'm
bring
saying.
Pedro Porro?
Last year, you guys were saying Walker was washed. Last year.
Here we go
now
with
this
this
season.
fucking
He's overrated. You guys told me he was washed.
I
last
got-
year.
And you
an
say,
answer.
okay, Vator, using your logic, you say Trent can defend, so he shouldn't be nominated. Yalla, Vator
Guys,
logic. Now what?
Pedro Porro.
Okay,
Is he an
so-
option?
exactly.
Yes, Pedro Pro, he was getting cooked. He was getting cooked. He gets
Did you
cooked
see
every
what
time.
Trossard did to him? Body
Yeah, bro.
fake.
Barbecue chicken.
It's interesting. You keep talking about Porro, but I ain't heard not one mention of the dude you were hyping up and glazing all last season to Malo Gusto.
Chill out, man. Chill out.
Oh,
Listen, chill.
0 goals,
Chill out.
1 assist.
Oh,
The fuck we talking about?
Oh my God, Jacob wins.
I thought this
No,
was an
he's not
overrated
one.
11, and we're
He's
talking
not.
about every Chelsea
You
fan
can
on their
win.
knees
Sundays,
last
Wallahi,
year
that's
about
telling you,
fucking
Jacob.
Malo Gusto.
You know what?
You know-
Jacob,
Wallahi,
that's
Gusto
that's
is not
telling you,
rated.
Jacob.
Gusto's not
a
rated though.
bar.
Yes, he is.
That's
Don't
a-
even
no, it's
lie. Don't
No, it's
even
not.
lie.
Is a
The way
bar.
people are literally
Gusto's
talking
in.
about Gusto. Wait. Let
Gusto's
me listen. Gusto was said to be a placeholder for Reece James. That's
Oh,
what
here
we're
we go.
talking
Place-
about. Don't do that.
New
Don't
signing
do that.
hype.
And Gusto's been
One
cooking
second.
since.
New signing hype. I seen Chelsea fans saying we don't need Reece James. Gusto's gonna take over. We can sell Reece James if he doesn't stay fit.
Here's the thing.
I would actually. And
Here's the thing. Wait,
I'm
one
gonna-
second. Ahmed made the argument for Kyle Walker. He played 15 games. Gusto played 24 games, mate.
I'm gonna no. That's fine. I'm gonna also make the argument for Gusto that Gusto is playing in a position that's different from even right back because he actually usually plays in the.
No,
better
y'all
on the
weren't
field.
talking about Reece James like this
So-
last year when it was still like he's in a hospital bed and we don't know if he's going to make it
No,
out of the
I don't know
coma.
who you were
So are you
speaking of
saying-
it. I don't know who you're
because
speaking.
he's playing inverted.
I watch your show.
Yes.
I watch your
Right.
channel. I listen to you on Marshalls. I listen to you on RSN. I hear what you say. I listen to Chelsea fans. Lewis's
Listen, man,
channel.
that's
I
all-
hear all the things that are said.
Listen, that's-
I
listen,
listen.
that's what they
I
say, man.
support.
All I know is
Listen.
Ahmed has
Nah,
better than
y'all need to
Gusto.
go back to summer when they're talking about Gusto and they're talking about, oh, it's okay if Reece James never even comes back. Bro, you tell me you weren't trying to braid your hair up like off-brand French Montana.
Oh,
You're
my
lying.
God.
You're lying if you
Let's
said
go
you
to the
ain't.
I'm
vote.
not gonna lie to you, Jacob.
Let's go to the vote.
so
I'll
bad.
start. I am completely sold by what Jacob said. I'm voting Malo Gusto.
Me too.
Egal.
I'm on Gusto's. I'm saying Gusto's. He's gotta go. That was a big pause. What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah, he was gonna say I'm on his throat.
You
Pause.
guys
What
say
do you
some
mean?
wild-
This is nasty
Whoa.
work for Gusto, man. This is nasty
Let's say
work
some
for my
wild
guy
shit.
Gusto, man.
Okay,
I'm voting
Jacob.
for
you
Gusto
gotta vote.
Nation, man. Stand up, man. Gusto Nation is all I'm hearing. And then
Yes.
now it's like, oh, we didn't even
Jacob,
rate him
your
like
vote,
that.
Jacob. We're
Oh,
about to bury this fraud. Your vote, Jacob.
Gusto.
Yes, Vator.
What's the vote right now?
It's 3
His name
votes
in
to
Somali
Gusto,
is
right?
mad, eh? Ahmed.
6 people here, bro. Okay, so it's 3-0 right now.
Vator.
Listen, I no. Listen, I'm gonna be consistent. I was talking about Trent, and I mean it. I'm still sticking with Trent.
I'm going for
Oh,
Trent
you-
T.
you-
I'm
you
going
did
for Trent
Staffy.
T.
You gave him.
Staffy,
you
do
gave
the
him
right
a
thing.
shout
Do the
out.
honorable
Staffy.
thing. لا عليك. اسمع,
Staffy.
don't do the whole
Staffy,
you love
Trent.
Tom Little.
Staffy,
Don't do the whole you love Tom
deciding
Little.
vote.
Staffy, Trent Nation.
Staffy,
Trent Nation, man,
let
come
me
on.
speak
What
to
are the
Staffy
votes
honestly.
right now?
One
It's
second, one
3-2
second.
right now. It's 3-2.
One second, Ahmed. Let me just speak to Staffy 10 seconds. Staffy, اسمعني
Astaghfirullah,
بالله.
man. No,
Hear me
no
out, hear
talk.
me out. Earlier on, when we first started, you told Jacob something. You told him, look at the title of the stream. Overrated 11 frauds this season. Were we or
No,
were we not
verbatim, he
putting
said,
Gusto-
do
Were
you
we or
not
were
know
we
what
not putting
overrated
Gusto?
means?
Wallahi, last season people were putting Gusto on team of the season. Wallahi, that's the epitome of overrated with him right now. He's been getting stripped and he's been getting dunked on all year long. Don't do the whole I love Tom Little thing. Be honest and say the truth. You know Gusto's overrated as fuck. Come on.
1 GA in
Staffy,
24
come on.
appearances in the
Have
Premier
one
League.
more.
Listen. All I'm gonna
Pedro
say
Porro
is,
has
Great
2
power
goals and
comes
5
with
assists
responsibility.
comparatively.
Come on.
all I'm gonna say is, this is a Liverpool channel,
on.
right?
Yes.
This chat, we had beef over the years. They've called me names. They've made fun of my accent.
Mm,
They've made fun of my looks. They've said the
Yikes.
nastiest things about me.
it's me.
But guess what, man? I'm not heel John Cena. Today, I'm gonna be the man of the people. Put Trent's ass in this team.
Come
Put
on!
Trent's ass in this team right now.
Yes! We will not put my boy Gusto in there! Come on,
Little
man!
will win today.
Staffy knows ball.
Yes.
Tom
Staffy
Little
knows ball.
will win today.
Staffy knows
Staffy
ball.
knows ball.
Yeah,
Hashtag
Tom Little will win
come
today.
on!
hashtag Staffy knows ball.
W
Tom
Staffy,
Little
man.
Will not
W
go to
Staffy.
bed upset today. Today, the
That-
people
that
win.
speech right there.
Today,
That
the
speech right
champ
there.
wins. The
I don't
champ
know-
gets what they want today. And
The
the
people
champ
champ.
wins.
I'm telling you all right now, I am not posting this team. Just so you know. It's
You
done.
don't
I'm
have
not
Twitter.
posting this.
The chat wants Trent in this team. The people
Yes, he
spoken.
does.
I'm
He
the
does.
man of the people today.
He doesn't have
Put
Twitter.
Trent in
yeah.
this team.
This is the people's, what's it called? This is the people's, man. This is the people's champ, man.
I set up a poll, even though it's fucking pointless. So, vote.
Listen, chat, we say Gusto. We say
This is gonna end up big fucking
We say Gusto. Hold
98%.
that, Jacob, you fraud.
Set up the
You-
poll.
Hold
Did
that,
it for the
Jacob.
people.
Okay, as the people vote, let me
That's
just
No,
say-
hang on, because that
That's
just
fair.
shows Ahmed's hypocriticalness. Because earlier it's, oh, I don't even rate Malo Gusto,
Hypocriticalness?
and then now it's like, yeah, my boy's safe. He made it out. Like,
Listen,
is he
man.
your
listen.
boy, or do you not rate him?
Listen, man. You know, the Bridge Nation, he works in mysterious ways. Let's keep it
Bro,
like that,
fuck
man.
the Bridge Nation. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone subscribe. I just want to say something to Thomas Hernandez. Thank you for sending super chats, but that doesn't mean you can insult the panelists, brother. So you just need to relax. And guys in the chat as well, don't insult anyone in this panel because you will get timed out and you got banned by the moderators. And then you'll go tell in the other chats, oh, look, they banned me in Hussam's channel because of my opinion. No, they banned you because you're disrespectful. See you next Tuesday. Thomas, big up for the super chat, but please don't say anything disrespectful to any panelist. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP. You motherfuckers. 61% Trent. I fucking hate you. I actually hate all of you guys. I'm not posting this in my community,
You
huh?
hate the people. You hate the people.
I'm not posting this. I should put a massive price tag on me posting this on the community. I'm not posting this shit in the fucking community anymore. I'm not.
I don't think the price should fluctuate with the said players in said list.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Center backs. We're gonna have to vote for 2. Fuck you, Staffy. I'll remember this. We're gonna have to vote for 2 center
I
backs.
lost Hassan, but I won the people, bro. The people always win.
Okay, I'm gonna put forth some nominees based on the standard, which is overrated fraud, not performing to their levels.
Okay.
Delict, Lenny Yoro, Levi Colwell, and based on expectations, this is very important, William Saliba.
Thank you.
Because
I was gonna be
his
pissed
ass-
if you didn't say
his
Saliba.
ass has
I
been
was about to
saved
be
by
pissed.
Gabriel Magalhaes
Wait,
so
wait,
many
hold on.
times. It's not even a joke.
Everyone said he was
Wowee.
better than Gabrielle, but I seen Xerxes
Where's
do
Diaz?
things to this man. You typically got to pay $4.99 on the pay-per-view for.
Where's the City defender?
Where's
Diaz?
Ruben Diaz? Where's Ruben Diaz?
No.
Where's
He's
Ruben
hurt.
Diaz?
Slow down.
Where's the
Oh
Kanji?
yeah, Kanji as well.
No.
No, not
Kanji.
Kanji. Diaz.
Kuti, what
Diaz.
are we doing here?
Bro, that Portuguese
Bro,
slip
he
and
barely
slide.
plays. It's
Hold
international
on.
break, so he's
Where
playing right
are
now.
the Spurs defenders?
That's what
Bro,
I'm talking
the Portuguese slip inside Diaz.
What do
All
you
he does
think
is just
Spurs
slide on the
defenders?
pitch.
Injured?
With all due respect, when you say Spurs defenders, I'm not gonna put fucking Kevin Danso in an overrated 11 because who the fuck rated him to
Danso's a
begin with?
beast. I like Danso.
Wait,
Jacob,
guys.
don't make this worse. I'm supporting
Quite
you here.
literally last
I know,
game.
but K-Dot, that's my dog.
Come on.
Guys, quite literally last game, Diaz on the ball, gives it to Dorgu, he squares it up to Ericsson, and they score a goal. Diaz, 3 days ago. This guy is generally the most overrated
No,
defender
talk to me
in the
about what Xerxes did to Saliba. He had dudes sitting down in an invisible
Oh, yeah,
chair, and then he
we're
pulled the
voting
chair
two
out
people.
from under him.
Yeah, we're
Hey,
voting
listen,
too.
Jacob, I'm saving the main course for later. This was just the little appetizer.
I'm saying I seen
How
that
about
shit in
Colwell?
slow
How
mo,
are we ignoring
4K,
Colwell?
7K.
Yeah.
They got that
Colwell.
phantom cam.
How are we ignoring Colwell?
Cole,
Wallahi,
listen,
this guy-
listen.
Meanwhile,
Can I-
Gabriel holding up that
Ahmed,
bridge.
Ahmed Habibi, listen. Ahmed Habibi, with all due
Ahmed,
respect.
I
Levi
agree.
Colwell
No,
went from
Hassan,
the
I
next
agree.
John
One second,
Terry.
I agree with Sam. One second. Sorry, Egal, yeah?
Thank you,
I
thank
agree
you,
with
thank
what Sam is saying, but the problem is, I'm afraid to tell you, there's bigger fish than Cole around
Nah,
here.
there are 2
Have been
center backs,
spoken.
don't worry. No,
Listen,
don't worry. There are 2 center
Listen,
backs.
there's a lot of guys that we're speaking about here that I'm hearing. Ruben Diaz bigger than him, in my personal
Oh my
opinion.
goodness.
Have you seen
William
how
Saliba.
I'm good
What
with
about
I'm good with
Kenji?
Diaz and Saliba. I think I've landed
Mm.
there.
Thank you,
And I-
Roberto. Thank you,
Listen, I-
Roberto.
the
Thank
Listen, I
you.
agree. No. We agree.
I'll be
Levi
honest.
Colwell
Levi
is
Colwell,
us.
the expectations of Levi Colwell are not even comparable at all on any level to Ruben Diaz expectations. This
Yeah,
is the fraud that they gave Player of the Year to when Harry Kane won the goddamn Golden Boot and the son of a bitch assist maker, whatever they call that shit. He won both of them, and he still didn't get Player of the Year. But Ruben Diaz did, and what did he do? Fuck all. But if that's the standard, what has he done this year?
Get out of here. It happens.
And let me just say something to Tom Little in the chat. I'm not gonna play fucking 1 minute 14 seconds of a Tom Little voice note. Yeah, no one trying to listen to that. You can hold that. You can hold that expeditiously. I'm not gonna play that shit, Tom. You just wasted 1 minute 14 seconds of your fucking life.
Sadio Mane.
Just playing the way. Hold that, Tom. You bum. You thought I'm gonna play 1 minute 14 seconds.
Will
of your
Salah?
So yeah, imagine you. If you say Salah in this team, I will quit. Like stop.
What about
it. Don't even
Lisandro
try.
Martinez?
Why not?
I think Lisandro applies. I think that's a fair shot.
Yeah, Lisandro was trying to. He was getting ready to like
He's
go to war,
stomping on
man.
people.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Getting away with it.
First
Yeah,
of
man.
all, just so we can make this team interesting, let me do something with this formation right here.
Short King on roids.
No. Yes.
Wow.
Gonna make this a lot
Walter
fun.
Foden.
No. This is the one right here. Boom. We need this because no one trying to put overrated DMs in here. No one cares about fucking DMs, mate. We already know who we're gonna vote for. So we'll start in a different order this time because the last 3 frauds have been teaming up. So we'll do snake formation. Staffy, tell me your both center backs.
I don't even think you understand how Snake works. but I gotta give you two, not just one.
Yeah, he doesn't. He did this. He did this on the Sunday show, where he was like, "We're
would
going
be
in
you
snake
go all the way
rotation."
to
Like,
me, and then you go back from me. That's how
He
snake
just
works.
had Trent.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm starting with.
how them snakes be moving out there in
So,
Jordan?
Hussam, if it was,
Bro,
if it was-
those snakes in Jordan, bro, in the desert be moving
man?
be moving wrong. I'm gonna go Diaz. He's one.
Hey, you drew with Korea today, so good job on that.
Yes, thank you. We're second. We might make it.
I think Saliba. I'm gonna be honest. This season, I do think Saliba's overrated, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
I think Gabriel has been the best defender between the two,
tearing him.
and the way he gets talked about, like he should be the next Van Dijk. This guy just went to France. They took away Upamecano from him, and he got dunked on by a 50-year-old Perisic.
Konate left him
They
wide
gave him
open.
back. You gotta let me finish my monologue.
Yvonne did that to Van Dijk as well. Don't forget.
They give him back Upamecano, and they get a clean sheet. Clearly, the best center back in that French team is not Saliba. So Saliba, it's time to join this team.
Wait.
So your
So
two
you're
votes are
judging-
Saliba and.
One second. This doesn't make sense though. Your logic is because Gabriel has been better than him this season, and because he conceded a goal on the French national team, he deserves to be in Premier League. Fraud
I mean,
11.
I'm not gonna. Go
I'm
on
saying
it.
he deserves to be in the fraud 11.
I think
for
Gabriel
the-
is better than. I think he gets rated that he's better than Gabriel. but
Regardless,
Gabriel's
we have the
actually better.
best defense in the league.
I do agree with that. That was every
that's an
Arsenal
illogical
fan
for me
was
to
saying that last year. I don't know. I can't remember one Arsenal fan that said Gabriel's better than Saliba. Everyone was talking about,
I
yeah,
feel like
Saliba's the
you
one.
take away the
Saliba's-
physical defender from next to him, so you take out the Gabriel, you take out the Upamecano. These are the aggressive defenders that he.
and you get
partners
locker room
with.
Saliba.
You take him
yeah.
out, the guy gets dominated in the air. He makes a few I mean, like, bro, that red card that he got against Bournemouth. There's a few instances this season where I look at him, I'm like, you get rated like you're the second best defender in the league, and you're really not performing like it. I'm not saying he's a bad defender. I think he's been overrated. That's
And in a time in which everyone couldn't, United fans were still pretty split from what I was seeing on Xerxes and Højlund, who deserved to start, and then I seen Xerxes do that to Saliba, and that to me, yeah, I mean, I've seen Pedro Porro go down like that, and it's embarrassing and it's a fraudulent move. But you got to call Pedro Porro ain't been hyped up to the levels of which someone like Saliba has been hyped up to. So I agree with that. I think he's been way overhyped. I said last year that I thought Gabriel's their better defender, and everyone said I'm an idiot. I don't know ball. It's because I rate Kuti. It's like, okay. And then I think it just pans out, you know. You continue to see who's the better of the two. Now, that's not to say that Saliba's bad by any means.
He's not bad.
That's just to say that
He's not lived
he's
up to his
not as
level.
good as everyone is saying he is.
Yeah.
I think people think when we say someone's overrated means we're saying he's shit.
Yeah, it doesn't
Just,
mean he's shit. It
I
just means
just think
that's why I
he's
didn't
not lived
argue
up-
about Udogi too much, because I hyped him up. I hyped him the fuck up, and it's like
Yeah, man.
he has
You
been a
were super
disappointment.
glazing. Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like he's played that much, but I guess he has, and it's been shitty. I can't remember a good game from him. Who the hell's Fatawu? He was cooking us week 1. Who the fuck is that? So
Sorry, man. But listen,
respect Fatawu Nation.
No, nation. He's not nation. He's not nation. Chill out, man. You know what I mean? He's only a village. But I just wanted to say, yes, for me, my choice is obviously going to be Saliba. And you know, I'm going to have to do this for the Chelsea fans, because I know the Chelsea fans want to put him in here. And I think it is fair. Levi Cole as well has to be in there too.
Okay,
Obviously,
I'm
Levi-
on my notepad just to double check. Staffy, you said Saliba and who?
Diaz.
And Diaz.
And I
okay.
said the same thing.
Vator
And
said Lisandro and Saliba.
Yep.
Jacob, yours is?
The same as,
Diaz and
Staffy.
Saliba, same as Staffy's.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
Egal?
You know what? Can I change my vote?
No.
Can I change my vote?
Levi and Diaz.
To Delict?
No. Can I change my vote?
Yes.
Keep Diaz there and put that little midget in it. I can't stand Lisandro Martinez. Put him in there.
Man called him a little bit.
Nah, bro, get this luchador, bro. Get him out of the cruiserweight is in the WWE.
Respect the luchadors, man. They don't do that
Listen,
stuff, man.
Bro,
Join
you
the
were hyping
LWO.
him up not
man.
even 9 months ago.
Yeah, man. What happened?
Me?
What happened? Yes,
Yeah,
you.
What happened? Yeah.
I helped up Lisandro 9 months ago.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
you definitely don't watch my content, bro.
You cool
You
him
were on a
back to
fucking
nation.
stream with me talking about how he's the best Argentinian center back.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, that
let's
was
just
to piss you off about Kuti. That's different, though.
So you're a fraud. Okay.
guys.
move
Let me
piss
just
you
say
off,
my
yeah.
vote. Let me just say my vote because it's gonna be decisive in this. Look,
Levi Cohen, Saliba, let's finish it, man.
Arsenal fans in the chat, you guys know I love you. But based on the concept of what we're speaking about today, I have seen Gabriel Magalhaes save Saliba's ass so many times this season. He has to be in this team. Some of the worst performances I've seen from William Saliba this year. That's why when we do team of the season, I don't even think he should be even mentioned in it. Like, he is so far away from that conversation. I've got to be completely honest, and I have to say William Saliba. I'm gonna be so honest with you. So based on majority rules, this is our back five right now. Before we carry on to the midfield, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure, guys, we're not even at 200 likes. Guys, we're not even at 200 likes. Come on, let's get 200 likes. We have the OGs here. You get me, having a great time. You get me? So hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Big up to the super chatters. Big up to everyone showing us love. I am not playing Tom Little's voice note, and I'm not posting the Steam. So you guys,
How
can
much?
go-
How much would you pay? How much if someone paid you to pay that? Would you put on?
to play the voice note?
Yeah. What's your price tag on that one?
Bro, you're doing this, but you know people in the chat will actually pay to listen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
$2.
Yeah, I think $20 would do it, man.
$1 a minute. $1 a minute. $2 covers the excess.
I'm not doing USD. I'm doing 20 British pounds. Convert
Yeah.
to your local currency.
Yeah,
20 pounds.
Yeah, 20 British pounds. Yeah,
Gatekeeping
man.
the
Your
fuck
local
out that voice note. God, dog it.
Yeah.
Man,
There you go.
listen, man.
20 British pounds. I play that.
And
shit.
I got a voice note. Y'all just buy my cryptocurrency and then hit authorize on the bank details. And then I'll play you a voice note. How about that?
So you're gonna just pump and dump us? Is that you just? Is that you trying to say? Jacob?
Ah,
There you are.
Mm.
There you are.
Huck Tua.
Anyway, midfield. I want to make something clear before we start this midfield. Just so everyone here understands and no one argues this. Guys, fuck all the rules. There's no such thing as 1-6, 1-8, 1-10, 2-8, 1-10, 1-6, 2-6. If you think 3 10s, vote 3 10s. If you think 3 8s, vote 3. Whatever the fuck you want. Anyone who is employed in the midfield position, literally anyone you want employed in the midfield position, right? So, let me start off by putting some names out there. Yves Bissouma, Cole Palmer, Declan Rice, Enzo Fernandez,
Enzo
Bruno.
Fernandez should not be there.
Bruno
Enzo Fernandez
Fernandez,
should not be there.
Bruno
Enzo Fernandez should
Fernandez.
actually not be there.
Bruno Fernandez. And
Marvel Nation.
based on performances this season, the Norway captain.
I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't think Enzo should be here. Enzo's probably had his best season at Chelsea. He's actually been living up to his level for once. That's one thing I feel like with him, even though, listen, we don't back the racism nation around here, I have to say a little bit of defense today. He's actually been playing decent. I think it's unfair to put him there. I think Bernardo Silva is a good example that I think we forgot to add. You know what I mean? But,
Yes, Bernardo, that's actually a great shout.
So listen, since
Philip Walter Foden as well.
Does Phil Foden count as a left winger or as a midfielder?
Phil Foden, I think.
No one answered him.
Phil
What's
Foden.
Phil Foden's position?
Who just
Yeah,
play him? The
vote
cam.
wherever
He'll be
the
the
fuck
10.
you want, Egal.
He'll
We
play
don't
the
care.
10.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I think left wing is locked in, but I'm not gonna say who yet. But I think it is quite obvious. Locked in.
Oh, who is the left wing? I'm interested.
Hint: he wears blue, so we can put right
That's
wing.
not true. That's not actually true.
The other
but
guy.
We'll get to it when we get to it. Focus.
I think Declan Rice is to get in
I'll be
there.
honest.
Can we
Let's
can
keep
we all be in
Foden-
agreement?
Let's keep
be-
Foden front three.
Yeah.
Better.
Foden. No. I think Foden Cam he works there. Let's put him in the Cam. And then I
But
think
based on the standards we set at the start, don't you think Odegaard genuinely deserves to be in this?
no. But he can play on the right or the left, innit? You can just choose which side you want him to be. So I would
Cole
probably
Palmer.
say
You know what my case for Odegaard is?
Go ahead.
Based on this season, I think the Premier League player of the season from last year has to be in it, right? if you guys want to put Odegaard in it, you can put Odegaard in it. I don't have any issue with that. But I think there's other players who are huge names that have also underperformed. We can talk about a certain guy in Kevin De Bruyne, and I think he is more of a guy who you could look at and say, hey, Odegaard, yeah, he's gotten injured. Kevin De Bruyne has also gotten injured. Which one would you rather put in there?
With all due respect, Abdi has, if we're talking about the word overrated, right? And I'm not even trying to run agenda. If you're telling me that literally 6 months ago you were calling him the best player in the league and the best player in the world, and we're so done with Saka conversations, we're now getting into Vinicius Junior conversations. That's what I heard from a certain Chelsea fan. There's no need for me to mention any names, Carefree Lewis. So that's the thing. What I'm saying with this.
And I get. Listen, I get what you mean by overrated, but I just think for me, in Palmer's case, he still had a very solid first
and
part of the
Kevin De
season.
Bruyne is finished anyway.
Yeah, but I just think for me, Palmer had a very solid. Yeah, Palmer already had a very good first half of the season. He's still got 21 GA, bro. He's already passed the 20 GA mark in the Premier League. So I think we're being a bit unfair on Palmer to be putting him in this list, in my opinion.
Saliba's
I think Son has too, but that doesn't mean that he's had a good year either. So
he's had 14 goals,
breaking a threshold, breaking some threshold like that.
But
expectations are higher for you to do more.
The damn near definition of overrated is when somebody is put in conversations they're not supposed to be in, and he was.
Yeah, but I think he was. Listen, at the time when he was being put in the best conversation and the best player in the league, I don't think that was not fair. I think he was producing at that time. I would say he was producing at the time. He was giving you the numbers. I think if you were to criticize his middle part of the season, which is currently as I'm speaking right now, I think that's fair. But in general, he is consistent. He has been producing for a good part of the season.
Can I name nominees?
Yes.
Staffy's team, Kobe Mainoo. Because really and truly, I just want to know what is Kobe Mainoo's young. I'm not writing him off. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but based on the way that they speak about him and what he's done in the midfield, I have not seen any massive performances from him.
Here's the thing with Mainoo, and this is why I won't accept this. Mainoo didn't have a preseason with us, joined the season, got injured early, and got injured after I don't know.
What about Odegaard? Odegaard got injured.
I didn't say Odegaard. I didn't vote him. But let me just tell you Mainoo real quick. He didn't have a preseason, joins the season, plays a couple weeks, gets injured, comes back, finds a new manager with a new system. He gets chucked in the 6, gets chucked in the 10, gets chucked in the 9, gets injured again. I mean, if this is the basis of someone who's being overrated, I don't think this is the right season to call him overrated, because we've seen how brilliant he was last season. If there's anyone that's overrated in this United midfield, it's not him. It's actually Ugarte. I can't believe not a single person mentioned Ugarte from my team. This guy, we paid 50 million for him to run around and kick shins.
Nobody rates him like that.
Bro, what? Ugarte?
I don't know if anybody on this panel rates Ugarte like that.
All season until Bruno scored goals.
The first week
I was spooking that guy, bro.
The first week he signed, everyone was like, "Yo, you signed Casemiro 2.0."
Exactly. That's why he's overrated. Because Casemiro's better than him. I don't even like Casemiro.
I don't think he's rated to begin with. You know who's overrated?
Canadian Cam was telling me he's the first piece in the midfield to build around.
What about Madison?
Allah Azim, he told me that. That's how rated he is.
Egal, you're just shoving Spurs players in our face. No one fucking rates you.
Bro,
Jacob, back your mans, Jacob.
Can we stop? I'm trying to put out nominees.
All right, so just say your
but no one fucking rates Madison. Like the last time we heard Madison prop was a year and 6 months ago.
Well, if I may, when we were going to get around to the voting, I was working out my 3, and I'm going with 3 10s.
Canadian Canada, you did.
It was going to be, for me, it was going to be obviously Cole Palmer.
Yes.
And then it was also going to be, I'm still torn between Odegaard or Foden, but I'm also putting Madison in there.
Just put both of them in.
Because I've heard so much prop for James Maddison by so many Spurs fans. Oh, he's our only creative outlet, and when he gets cooked, he's not being used right. He's dropping in the six. Well, he
Can you get the accent right at the very least, mate? Can you get the accent right, please?
He's the best one we've ever seen. He's the most creative engine we've got. Only one who can make a pace. It's really creative. It's like, shut your bitch ass up. I think he's overrated as fuck.
Get the accent right, mate, please. Can you get the accent right, mate?
Well, Jacob's on a roll.
Oi.
You know what, Jacob?
It needs to be a bit more deeper, Jacob.
This is the first time I'll agree with Jacob. I think it's Cole Palmer, not Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer, Odegaard.
You know what they say,
I'm
Ahmed?
keeping Foden, guys. Can we keep Foden for the
comes
front
out
three,
first.
Foden's on the left wing. Hussam.
Yeah, we need to keep Foden for front three, bro.
Okay, so Cole Palmer,
Odegaard. Then that's my vote. Is Palmer, Odegaard, and
How is
Maddison.
Rice escaping the cooking? How is
Wallahi,
this
Rice
in
is
the
not
cooking?
touching this team.
This
That
is
guy
so no.
He has
Wait,
been
no. I'm not gonna have this yet. If you are cooking Palmer for what is happening to him currently, yeah, Rice was the same guy that was happening to inversely.
He got sent off.
We can't have that both ways. You cannot have it both ways, bro. You can't have it both ways.
1 second. I'm sorry, Cole Palmer is my boy, but he had a mental breakdown or something. What the fuck happened?
Listen again. You are not listening to my own argument.
What happened
Your
to
own
Cole
argument
Palmer?
was
I can
Palmer
justify.
declined, right? And
I can justify Declan Rice having a foot injury,
Rice
and
in front of a
having
cliff,
game sent
and
off.
then he's only started
What
playing
happened
in
to
the
Cole
last few
Palmer?
games. Same thing. So what are you trying to do?
I think Cole
can justify
Palmer,
Palmer too.
Cole Palmer
I
must
can
have
justify
got
Palmer
lazy.
too. I can
Because he's
justify
not been
Palmer
the
too.
same
man.
ever since he went back to
Palmer's had the
Go
most
on.
chances created, and the team has not been scoring for them. So what do you want me to say?
Listen, I don't know
So,
what you're
you know-
saying, but in the same period where you're talking shit about Declan Rice, he's outperforming Cole Palmer at his own game, GA.
He's not.
Yeah, he has.
In the same period that Palmer was apparently doing well, he was outdoing Rice. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's the period where he got his 14 goals and 7
Bro,
assists. So what are you
since
trying to say?
Since January,
You are
1st,
then talking about now. You're talking
Since
about January the
January-
1st.
since January 14th, Declan Rice has more GA than Cole Palmer. Google it.
No, that's correct. But
Wallahi, he
I'm-
does. Google it.
no. I agree. I agree with you. That's correct. But the point I'm trying to make, in that same period that I'm arguing from, Palmer had more GA than him. So what are you trying to say?
Palmer's an attacker. Declan Rice is a deep line midfielder.
But but listen, you use the GA argument. I'm using the GA argument back at you.
Okay, let's
I'm
just go
showing
to
you how
the-
idiotic your argument is.
Okay, just go one at a time. Let's start off with Jacob this time. Jacob, give me your three.
Maddison.
Mm-hmm.
Hymus Maddison.
And
James the golfer.
who's that?
James Maddison when he plays golf.
Yeah, but we already put him. I need the other two.
I'm gonna go with Palmer and Odegaard.
Palmer, Odegaard. Vator's 3 votes are. He sent it in the chat. He said Odegaard. 1. We have Foden. And he said Soboslai because he's a bum because no one rates him to begin with. Ahmed.
I'm going to choose Odegaard as one of them, definitely for sure. I think Odegaard has to be one of them for sure.
Okay.
Declan Rice. Then my 10. The 10. I'm trying to think about who to put in the 10 because you said you want Foden in the other section, correct?
I mean, yeah, but Jacob already voted them here. I don't know. Up to you guys.
So
If
then-
you put-
No,
No,
let
I
Walter
didn't say
Foden.
Foden.
So it's-
I said Palmer,
I mean,
Odegaard,
sorry,
and James Maddison.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Vator put him in here. My apologies.
All right. So then
Ahmed.
let's put in Madison then.
Madison. Staffy.
Ugarte, Basuma, and Madison.
You're only
Madison
saying
and
Basuma
Cam.
because you rated him.
Which time you got mine, right?
Exactly. That's literally the
Egal, tell me
criteria
yours
of
again.
being overrated. You
But
have to be
everyone,
rated.
bro, I
Odegaard?
stopped rating him. My Nancy Reagan came out when
Palmer,
this man
Madison.
started inhaling balloons.
He's such a fraud. bro. He's
Odegaard,
actually-
Palmer,
he's-
Madison.
He's a
biggest
fraud. I'm fine with
It
him
actually
going in there
doesn't
too.
matter what I vote because it's already been settled. But me personally, I would have genuinely went for Palmer, Odegaard, and Declan Rice. But here we are. So let's just put them in. So you got James Maddison right here.
Oh, Madison made it. Nice.
Yeah, he did. You got Odegaard,
Hey, I didn't
And you
vote
got-
Odegaard. I don't agree with this, but
Palmer right here.
Whoever just said Moreno in the chat, who rates Moreno?
Who rates Moreno?
Your
you guys?
manager?
Odegaard is the
Your manager.
Is it? That's crazy.
And my manager.
Your manager rates him.
Yeah, man, just put him in the number 9.
I'm seeing Bissouma come on the pitch
Bro,
and just
the
give away
Spanish
ball.
national team put him in the number 9. He scored.
Bro, we cannot say Mikel Moreno is overrated when he's a fucking DM playing striker. Can we stop this?
No, that's what they're putting.
It ruins the whole concept.
I was
of
just answering the
overrated.
question. He said, "Who
Yeah.
rates him?" I said, "His manager."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Fair.
wingers,
Like-
put Foden in the bag. Hurry up.
Okay, so forward line. Okay,
Foden.
can I suggest something to everyone on the stream? Because I
Put
think
Foden,
it-
and then we'll talk about the 2 other positions.
Okay, we all agree Foden, right?
Let's just get it out of the way.
Okay, everyone agrees Foden. Perfect. Now, may I suggest that we wrap up the 2 wingers directly?
Can I say something? This is coming from a United fan. The fact that United are sitting 15th, they have 0 players in the overrated 11 is crazy. to
We're
me.
about to put one. You best believe
Okay.
there's someone.
I
here.
will tell you who. If Garnacho's not in this team, I'm leaving.
Yeah, Garnacho has to be left wing, bro.
Baby CR7, if he's not in this team,
Is
I'm
it
out.
who rates him except for Oski?
United fans?
Yo,
No.
can I ask
You don't
a
hear his
question?
name being chanted every game.
Can I ask you this,
Garnacho.
On a real, nobody rates United here.
Bro, you generally had clubs lining up trying to pay.
You know what's
50 million from
crazy?
in January.
Is Destiny had his only good games
Garnacho-
this year versus Garnacho?
Garnacho underlining numbers, statistics, and analyzation tells you that he is one of the most amazing attackers on the left-hand side in getting in certain areas. But
Egal
doesn't
trying to
mean he
gaslight me
doesn't-
with analyzation,
listen.
whatever that means.
his statistics
Don't you think
and
this guy makes
underlining
more
numbers-
sense?
His statistics and underlining numbers are up there with Anthony Gordon getting in the right pockets on the left-hand flank. But it
Sancho's
doesn't
so
mean he's
overrated.
better
I
than
can't
him.
believe we're actually doing
You
this.
would argue
I'm
with
not
us-
saying
us-
he's-
you can argue
I'm
that
not saying
Sancho's
he's
overrated.
better than him, but I see why these people are using data analyzation to analyze Garnacho differently to what we are looking at him on the pitch.
Why can't you just say data analysis? Why do you keep saying
That's where I
analyzation?
was going with the whole time. Anyways, I just wanted to say one thing. Whenever I watch Phil Foden play, don't you guys see this video?
The video's
Which
not
video?
playing. He does.
La
play
ilaha
like that, yeah.
illallah.
If I could play like that and win all them trophies like he did, I would do it. I don't care if I look like that. So he can still stand on his business
Every time
and
I
that
see
goofy
video,
haircut.
I cry.
I understand where Staffy is coming from because he's talking about the United fans as a fan base. But if we're talking about overrated, the epitome of overrated is Jadon Sancho.
You
That
can
guy-
argue,
I
you
have
can
one.
argue that
How?
I have one.
No,
Wait,
I have
how?
one.
I was rating him at Chelsea.
I have one.
Jadon Sancho has not had like an assist or a goal, I believe, in like
No,
the
no,
last
Hassan,
3
I was
months.
What
about to say
about
that you
Neto?
can argue it's because
What
they
about
don't have a
Neto?
striker. So
Neto's
I've
been-
actually seen in
Neto's been
games
playing
where
well.
Sancho puts in a good ball, no one scores. I have Garnacho, who generally picks up the ball, runs in straight lines, and when he gets to the final third, he will never pass a ball. He just cuts and shoots it in row Z. The guy scored his first goal last game, and it was his first goal in about 2 months.
What
He
about
generally
Savio?
sucks.
What about Savio? He's better than Saka.
Oh,
no,
that's the
no.
shout.
Neto better than Saka apparently from Ligue 1. The two of them better than Saka.
Wallahi al-Azim, Savio is a shout. Honestly.
Savio,
No, I wouldn't
what
say.
a signing, Savio. Oh my God, what a signing!
You got to look at how much they paid for him as well. They only paid like what, 25
I
million
know
for
because
him?
bro, they own the club that they bought him
Yeah,
from.
but they didn't pay a lot, so it's like he's
Yeah,
not.
but
They
he's not-
own the club they bought him from.
Bro, Garnacho's called baby CR7. If that's not the epitome of overrated, I don't know what
Garnacho's
is.
got
Nobody
boots, bro.
rates
They give
Garnacho.
Garnacho
except
boots. Yes,
United fans.
that's not true, bro. Garnacho actually got like what's it called? Yeah, Nike boots, bro. Like are being made for him. So
Timber
clearly
has
someone's
Adidas
written.
boots.
No, they give him the CR7 boots.
They gave him the
They're not
CR7
true.
boots from 2003.
Yes. What do you
So?
think?
I'll be honest
That's
with
the
you.
definition
You
of
can
being
go.
rated.
Bro, they gave They gave freaking Ethan his debut season.
Yeah, Habibi, Napoli thought he could replace Kvaratskhelia. This guy is
Underrated.
Look, what more do I need to say? He's generally so overrated by everyone.
Because
Official
Napoli,
institutions in
because
football.
Napoli bought Scott
I'm not gonna
McTominay
lie.
from you.
I'm
Because
starting to get
Napoli
swayed
bought
toward
Scott McTominay from
Garnacho,
you, and
but
he's
I
killing
wasn't
it over there.
originally.
Jacob,
Okay,
listen,
Yeah,
Jacob,
you guys are
we
frauds.
almost got 50 million for him. 1 second. We almost got 50 million for him. United said no. We're gonna try to get somewhere between 70 to 80. So the club thinks he's worth around 70, 80. Napoli think he's the Kvaratskhelia replacement, and people call him baby CR7. If these things are not enough for me to tell you how highly he is rated, I don't know what is. This is the definition of overrated.
Bro,
True.
guess what?
See, because
Guess
all
what?
I see is him getting dunked on, like, but on social media and on YouTube, it's like there's 1 or 2 people from the
Staffy.
United fan base I've seen go on record defending him. Outside of that, that's why I was like, I don't think he's the overrated one. But I'm hearing that there's songs about him. I thought that was just a joke, the whole baby
Bro, when we
CR7
almost sold
thing.
him, the
but-
fan base was losing their shit. They were like, we can't sell him. He's the future of our club. Garnacho's the future of my club.
Okay, bro. Anyone who says future of your club and you're talking about United, put him in. You got my vote. Garnacho,
Nah, guys,
good job,
on the
Staffy.
real-
You lobbied
on
and
the
you
real-
won my vote.
Well,
What?
he's going to say
Okay,
no.
can I
Because Martinelli's
change
not
your
really
vote
rated
after
like
you
that.
vote?
Those are the two
Jacob,
worst.
Jacob. Can I change your vote? Hear me out. Staffy's talking about United circles, which he will be correct.
That's what I did with
He's
Madison.
making a completely valid point. But we're talking about the world of football. 90% of the world of football will agree with you that Garnacho is actual ass. 90%. This is
Napoli
the same
did it?
thing that. Hear me out.
Chelsea did it?
Hear me out. This is the same thing.
Chelsea are still talking about signing him, right?
This
No, we're
is
not-
the
we're not
same
gonna sign
thing.
him. We already
This
got
is
Qu-
the
we already
same
got
thing we
Quenda.
said at
Respect Quenda.
Sanchez at the start of the thing, right? I'm just gonna throw 3 out there. I'm gonna throw 3 out there, right? Based on the metrics of this video, Sancho, Savio, Heung-min Son.
No.
Wait,
So-
Savio?
Yes.
Who was rating? Wait,
See, this is
Here
why
we
we
go.
should have put Foden in midfield. Because if we did, I would have gladly put Sancho and Garnacho in my wings.
The
Okay,
problem
we
for
could
me-
remove Madison and put Foden, but you guys were so
No, I
heavy
don't
on
think.
Madison.
I think one of Odegaard and Palmer should have been removed. And
Yes.
Foden should have been there. And then you
What?
put the 2 wingers.
no. You
For
guys
me-
got no. You,
for me-
you guys got the midfield right. We're not going to change anything.
No,
You
no.
guys got it
So
right.
listen, for me, I think the problem with the Sancho thing is that no one was rating Sancho when he came to Chelsea, bro. Chelsea fans weren't even rating Sancho when he came to our club. No one was saying he's gonna hoop for us.
I mean, to be
Who said
fair,
this?
United quite literally dumped him and said, just give me 25 mil.
Yes, no one was rating him. This idea that Sancho is getting rated by Chelsea fans is
He
not
still
true.
is rated.
that is
but, like,
true.
I would.
Yeah, that is
No. People were only beginning to rate him when he started having good performances for us, bro. That's when the
To
hype
be
started
fair, you
with
guys
him.
were saying, haha, you sold us your best attacker.
Bottle
so, like,
job.
you did rate him.
Listen, again, there may be certain
He deserves to be there.
The said idiotic members of the fan base that were saying that. I was not very high on him at the time, and there was quite a big.
I
fan-
actually just got news. I got a message from someone who watched the team that we did earlier on Team of the Season. Ahmed Bridge Nation put Sancho on Team of the Season. So you've been caught lying.
That's not
publicly.
true. That's not true. When
You
did I
are a
put-
liar.
You're a
Wallah, I
liar.
never put him in. When did I put him in Team of the
Don't
Season?
say
What are you
wallah.
talking
Don't say
about?
wallah. Don't say wallah.
No, as in like, I mean recently. I've not done a Team of the Season with him recently.
If you had him in team of the season, period.
But
it's
what was
fraudulent.
this? I need to know when this was though. 'Cause
Whenever you did, it was fraudulent. And
no,
it's a
this
reason
is-
why he should be on this list
I
today.
never put him. I don't even did Team of the Season on my own channel, so that's why I'm confused.
No, you were on someone else's channel doing this, probably.
No,
You
I
got too
didn't put him
many
in Team of the
agendas,
Season.
man.
Yes, because my community don't lie.
Here's the source. I need to know because I have not put him into Team of the Season. I'm being serious.
Guys, once again, when you say
Right.
Grealish, is this fucking 3 years ago? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on,
Who,
guys.
who gives
no.
a fuck about Grealish?
No one cares about Grealish no more.
Luis Diaz is a good shot. No, it's not because no one rates him. I was calling him dumb and dumber. Where's the rated part?
Mm,
Who are we gonna put up top? Nunes, يعني? No one rates him. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Thank you. Big up to RSM, by the way. Like, RSM's backing me. I've never put this guy
I think the
in the Team of the
epitome of
Season.
overrated is Jadon Sancho. I think based on what was said about Savio by his peers, by the legends of football, and by the fans and by even non-City fans. Savio need to be in there. And based on expectations, one of the shittest forwards I have seen in the league is Heung-min Son this season. That's honest 3.
He's
Like, if I'm
washed.
putting a
I wanna
striker, it
put-
has to be
Son is not
Son. I'm sorry.
overrated. Son is washed. He's getting the same energy that I'm
Yeah,
giving
but he's
KD.
a fucking fraud.
Wait, what
If
about
you
Neto?
put
What about
Garnacho,
Neto?
put Son.
Chill out. chill out, man.
Neto should
No.
be here because they actually, if anything, Neto's overrated more than Sancho, and I'll tell you why. They paid how much for him? 50
Only
something?
50.
60?
50, only 50 M's. Chill out. 50 M's.
Only
50
50
million.
million.
He's actually twice the price of Sancho. And I
Neto's
think they
on my-
both have the same
Neto.
amount of GA.
Neto's my vote.
Like price has to be considered when he.
There was
like,
a lot
if
of
I
hype.
paid
Come
that
on,
much
Ahmed.
money
There was
for
a
you,
lot of
you're
hype with that
clearly
signing.
rated.
I can't even hate on that one. I can't disagree on that one, so I'm going to be quiet.
Just put Garnacho in and I'm happy. That's all.
Listen, I just think for me, left wing Garnacho.
Okay, first
right
of all,
wing
Khaled, can we
Garnacho.
all agree? Let's just put fucking Foden here first. Everyone agree?
Yeah,
Wait,
let's go Foden.
Foden, okay.
Foden,
So
yeah,
now
absolutely.
the other 2 positions, that's what we're
Wow.
fighting basically.
Okay, let's go from Staffy then. Staffy, you're saying Garnacho, right?
Okay, how about this? Just so we can collect our thoughts together
Can
and
I
just
give
do
a
this.
shout?
Tell me your shout first, Egal.
And Kunku.
You didn't get the hype. No, you ain't got the hype. You didn't get the
He
hype.
had a
man.
lot of
You didn't
hype.
get the hype? You're saying
No.
you didn't get the hype?
As in this season he didn't get the hype. No, last season, I think if you had said it, I think there'd be some truth to it. This season there isn't because Palmer stole whatever what was meant to be his glory. If that makes sense.
What about Liverpool? Jota. He was spoken about as one of the best finishers.
That's
in
a
the
striker position. That's a striker
I'm actually
position.
surprised none of you mentioned him. I think he has
He's
every
striker
right-
because we haven't. I think we haven't got to the
he's a
striker yet. So
You have every right
yeah.
to say Jota, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he says.
Why are we not saying Luis Diaz? By the way, I'm just interested.
Okay. Here's the
He had a
thing.
good start to his season.
He didn't
Overrated
have a very good
fraud.
start. He had a very good
Genuinely headed into the season, who the fuck rated Diaz to begin with? And actually, he's
I-
having his best season anyway, so no one rates him to begin with, and he's having his best season, so it just doesn't apply.
He just doesn't want
Okay.
to mafia on him. Fair enough.
Let's go voting. Ahmed,
you
we
did.
start with you. Tell
Yeah,
me
you did awesome.
striker and left wing, please.
Wait. Before you officially vote,
I don't
did
know.
anyone talk about Kai Havertz? Because I remember Saad's football corner singing Sami Namina about all the goals he was scoring and him being
Nobody
all
rates
excited.
Havertz.
Sami Namina.
Nobody
Saad
rates
does.
Havertz.
Saad's football corner, my
Yeah,
source of a lot of Arsenal information. Guess what? He said Sami Namina, and he sang it with pride.
He keeps saying it like that.
He says he's saying Sami Namina with pride. That's a
Egal, you rated him as well.
I'd love
come
to
on,
see
be honest.
Jacob on karaoke night. That would be the song I'd pick for him.
Hey, my hips will definitely not lie at karaoke night. Like I'm not lying right now when I say Saad and the whole corner of his football corner, where they're all singing Sami Namina with their little tutus on, dancing around like a bunch of little piglets.
Are we set in stone with this, Foden? Really?
1 second.
Yeah,
course.
it's
What-
you
what do
can't
you
even.
mean? 1
You could
second.
do nothing to
Bridge
stop
Nation,
that.
simple question. And I want you all to accept this on the stream just for me. If I find a clip of Bridge Nation saying Sancho's in team of the season, can we put him in this team just because he lied publicly?
Absolutely.
Again, I am not aware
Everyone
of you
agree?
saying that. Wait.
Staffy, even though you hate Garnacho, do you agree? Be honest.
Oh yeah, of course. I hate Ahmed more. So yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
When did I say this, bro? I'm genuinely.
No. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter when. Doesn't matter when.
For
What?
Ramadan, you're lying. Okay.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this right now. Vel is an icon. Vel is an icon.
Oh no. You just got
we
veld.
can tell when it happened. We know when Ahmed switched up his mustache.
You just got veld.
Clip's
And
not
his,
even working.
and his hairstyle.
Damn.
No, it does work. Ahmed,
Look
wait,
at
come,
Ahmed is
come clean
I'm
now.
Scared, bro.
Ahmed,
No,
wait.
confess now though.
Wait.
I genuinely don't know. I'm being serious, bro. I genuinely don't know when I said this. I don't do this on my channel. I don't do like
Confess
things on my
now
channel.
before the evidence, and it'll be easier
Yeah.
on you.
Before it's too late.
Is it
Bro,
legal?
you
Was
would
that-
not do well in an interrogation room. As soon as you have any, bro, they cook you.
No.
Okay,
because
it's
this
time.
one-
Everyone,
gonna
everyone
ensure.
silence, please.
I'm gonna
Everyone
ensure.
silence. Everyone silence, just so we can hear. Everyone silence right now. Watch this right here.
It's just their opinions. They're allowed
You know what I
to
mean?
comment.
Listen,
Egal
let
is
him
opinions
have his
police,
Egal,
bro.
man.
His
Egal
opinions
is
police.
opinions.
Let them have their
One second.
opinions.
Does Mbeumo count as a left winger or a right winger?
No,
Yeah.
Right winger, right winger.
Right winger.
No.
right
Okay,
winger.
so then in that situation,
No.
you can't put him in. It has to be Luis Diaz. Man literally single-handedly dunked on 2 people's head
Listen,
tops and won Liverpool games.
When-
Yeah,
I'm playing the fucking
Sancho, right?
Sancho came in and took that spot. He's took
And he's
Sancho.
cutting with passion.
Twice,
Jadon Sancho got 2.
twice, chat. Twice, not
Damn.
once. Twice.
Damn.
Put him on a big screen.
Hey.
Put him on
Ari
put him on the big
Wallahi,
screen.
your word to
Shame
the
him.
chat.
Everyone
Your
shame him in
word
the
to
chat.
No,
Wala,
no, no,
shame
no,
him
no,
back
no.
on
Show
the
your
BMI.
face.
Your
Show
word
your
to the
face.
chat right now.
Shame.
Shame
Shame him
in
in
the
the
your
chat.
chat.
face,
Everyone
Ahmed. Don't
shame
do
him in the
that.
chat. Chelsea
Damn.
fans, the reason why Sancho's on this team is Bridge Nation.
Wow.
Can you tell a word to your fans in the chat right now? Tell them a word.
I apologize. That's all I can say. My bad. I genuinely, bro.
My bad, yeah?
You know what I mean? Sorry, boys. My boys. Sorry, guys. I genuinely didn't know I said that. That's my apologies, man. Astaghfirullah, man. But it's
Damn.
Yeah, he said
Everyone
wallahi,
spam
yeah.
shame in the chat.
Bro says he
That's
just
a lie,
says
bro.
things and
No,
doesn't know
man.
what he's saying. That's crazy.
When is it gonna
Actually, you
end,
know who
bro?
else needs to be shamed?
Damn, Ahmed.
RSM co-signed this lie. He said,
Yes,
I was
RSM is a
origination,
liar
and he
as
doesn't
well.
say
Oh.
that.
Sancho.
RSM, you're finished.
I got what I wanted at the end. I'm happy. Up top, can I nominate based off of this? I think it's 2 options.
If I don't leave with Hoyland at least, then what did I do today?
Yeah, Habibi.
Bruh.
Yeah, once
No,
again, who the
no,
fuck
no,
rated
no.
Hoyland?
No,
يا أخي,
no
أنت
one
بدك
rated
تحكي
him.
عن
Stop it.
United fans. Your fans are dumb anyway.
Terry
names.
does. That's enough.
Jota, and Xerxes.
And Kai Havertz.
Is it?
Mm-mm.
One was
And
70,
Kai
one was
Havertz.
40. What are we doing here?
Oh, and Kai Havertz.
Do people
Who?
rate
Tell me.
Dominic Solanke?
Yeah, Hoyland didn't score since December 7th, and then he scored last week.
Do people rate Dominic Solanke?
Not really. I do, but not a lot of people do.
Jota.
He's just a
Yeah,
bomber
between Jota and
striker. He
Havertz.
only got 20 plus GA 1 year.
Damn.
He didn't even work in Liverpool or Chelsea. He's a reject.
I'll be honest with you, based off of the metrics that we have set, Xerxes is a genuine shout for this.
Yeah, Habibi, we call
Hoyland
him
and
Zerkan.
Xerxes.
Nah,
Hoyland
bro.
and
I
Xerxes.
ain't putting Xerxes on that. He fucking sat Saliba down. That's how Saliba's ass wound up on
here we
this.
go, man.
Yeah, Habibi,
Here
one
we
is
go.
40 mil, one is 72 mil. One is called Zerkamp, and one was called the next Haaland.
Okay,
what
if
I'm
I don't,
doing.
okay, if
Hey,
we
those are
can
good
vote-
nicknames. They're good
we
nicknames.
can
Very good
vote
nicknames.
Xerxes
United fans
based
come
on
up with
our
very good
metrics.
nicknames.
I'm not
Based on
gonna
our
lie to
metrics,
you.
can't be Havertz just because the Arsenal fans are delusional. I think
No,
Jota,
no, no,
or,
no, 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 no.
Jota
Listen,
or Son.
listen. It has to be.
Why is
Bruh.
Hoyland not in this? What are we doing?
Half of the own Spurs fan base, they say racist slurs to Son every week. So what are we talking about? Rate Son. They racially abuse him every
Wait,
away
what?
match. I hear it.
No.
Okay, man.
And we're talking about overrating Son. Don't ever talk about overrating Son. Underappreciated Son.
Okay, I'll vote.
Oh,
I'll
my
start off by voting. I'm gonna be completely objective. I'm going to go Diogo Jota.
You're a good
He's
man.
fucking awful this season, based off the expectations, based on the fact that he is rated actually,
Yeah.
and he's been fraudulent in front of goal. I'm going Jota.
That's a
Egal.
good call. That's a good call.
Sam, you didn't rate Hoyland? Don't lie.
I
Last
did,
season
but
you
I-
said I'm investing in
that
Hoyland
stopped like
stocks.
that stopped like 3 games into the season. خلاص يعني that was dead.
Bro,
Okay,
all
but-
last year we were doing the I'm still waiting on a miracle thing.
Yeah, what
And
are
then
we doing here?
This
Oh,
year,
hold on.
I don't know what
Oh, that
changed.
guy was
Just less.
milking it.
I'm waiting on a
That
miracle
That guy was the
videos.
biggest
Great
person.
voice. Great voice.
Wait, Jacob. This United team, everyone keeps saying that both managers.
عارف أنا بخليك تروح توكل وأنت بعدك تحكي.
One second. We said both managers are underperforming with this team. We said that about Ten Hag, and now we're saying that about Amorim. Everyone's saying this United team should at least be 6th in the top 6. They're sitting in 15th, 14th, and we have 0 United players in this.
Actually, nobody rates United's team.
Yeah,
Yes,
we don't rate
the-
your players.
If you're telling me I need to be 6th at least in the league, and that's why I'm sacking managers, it means you rated me.
No.
I have 0 players in this.
No, we don't
Staffy,
rate-
nobody
no, we don't
rates your
rate you guys.
team.
If we're talking about overrated,
Yeah,
we
where
could
did you
put-
have us in the beginning of the season?
I had you like 7th or 6th.
I just did
That
you
was,
not
that was
listen
with
to
a
anything
different
I said?
manager, though. That was also
If
with
you
a
had me in
different manager.
6th and I'm in 15th, it means you overrated me. How do I have 0 players
So
here?
Amarim's failed.
Hey,
Bro,
some
but
of these
that's not the
players
point, Jacob. If the manager is failing them, it means that the players are good. You're
So
telling me the
Amarim's
players are
clueless, not
No, no,
even
no, no,
over
no.
his
I
head.
factored in Rashford being better this season. Like
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
no
think you
longer
guys
there.
were gonna get rid of
So
him.
you think I'm 6th? I'm sitting 15th. Yet you're saying you didn't rate me. That
Bro,
just makes no sense.
I don't think we can say any of Manchester United's players are overrated at this moment in time because
We paid 70 million for a striker who didn't.
I
score
think
for
I
4
think
months.
Y'all
players are
overpay.
properly
Y'all always
rated now.
overpay.
Wait,
When
but
United
that's
come
the
knocking, the
definition of
price
being
tag goes up
overrated.
We're in
15%.
Your club
We're in
overrated
March.
someone and overpaid
No one
for
rated
it.
you,
That is
Staffy.
the definition of
We're in
overrated.
March. If this was September, you'd have more Man United players in there. But since we're in March and you've been shit for the majority of the season,
Yeah, no one
I
rated
think
you.
the adjustment.
So we just forget because in the beginning of the season we didn't think this. We just accepted
your
the shit
club,
mid-season,
your
so
club
now
is
they're not
still
overrated.
big. Your club is still big, but let's be honest, you don't have any big names in your team to be overrated.
Did people not rate Xerxes? Did
72
people
mil.
not rate Holland? What are you talking
Nobody
about, bro?
rates Xerxes or Haaland or
Bro,
Højlund.
No,
Højlund.
I've seen
no, we're
I've
not
seen
gonna do that.
Xerxes made fun of 50-50 from United. I've seen Højlund made fun of 80-20, and I don't know. The Garnacho thing was news to me because
you
in the
get
United
offers
squad,
for
I
any of
actually
them-
agree with Egal here. In the United squad, I don't know any individual players that everyone's like, I wish I had him on my team.
But that's why I'm
And-
saying they were overrated
Staffy.
because people thought they should be top 6.
Staffy.
If
that
they're
is
sitting
not
15th,
over-
it means you were wrong at rating them.
It's
That is the
it's
definition of
brand.
overrated.
It's brand.
different
People
things.
see a
It's
green
different
leaf
things.
on a thing and they think that it
People-
means it's healthy. It
people
doesn't.
Well, a 70 million
Rated
striker can go 3 months without a goal, and we're just pretending like that is not the
That's
most
your
fraudulent
club
shit
that
ever.
rated him at that
Staffy.
rate.
People
Okay,
did not
so
overrate
the club
Manchester
overrated
United.
him. That is still overrated.
No.
It doesn't just have to be the fans.
Staffy, people did not overrate Manchester United. They underestimated the Bournemouths, the Brentfords, the Brightons. That's what's really
No,
happening.
because we're not 15th because Bournemouth are good. We're just dog shit.
I think these teams are better than you. That's why you're not that good.
I think
Okay,
it's the
let's
most
let's
expensive-
just
Because
This
how
is
many?
the most
I agree with
expensive-
Egal here because
Guys,
how many
guys,
people?
hear
hang
me
on,
out.
real quick. Let me just say this real quick because if you look at those teams that Egal mentioned, how many of us are like, "Oh, I'd take him on my team. Oh, I'd take that guy on my team." No one had said that in the summer about United people. No one.
But but that's not the only criteria for an overrate. If Spurs go tomorrow and they sign a striker for 70+ million, and he goes over 3 months of
We
not
did
scoring.
65 or 68.
Okay, Højlund was 72 million. He went into this
2
team
years ago.
and he didn't score for 3 months. The club at least overrated him. You don't have to rate him, but
But
that
at
is
the
a
same time,
criteria
wasn't
of
he being
overrated.
Yeah,
used
but this overrated
Wasn't he
is
being
based
used
on-
differently because of the same
Staffy,
reasons that you mentioned for
This-
Kobe
this-
Mainu?
This is based on.
He's a striker. Where else was he being used? He's been in the
But
line
in
the
a
whole
different
season.
role, in a different system, arguably,
Staffy,
right?
this
From
is
Eric
based
Ten
on-
Hag to this one.
because the 9 really changed. For
Different.
him, yeah.
Hey, I mean, sometimes
let
you're
me-
more of a
let-
pressing
let-
nine.
let-
Sometimes
I'm
you're
gonna
more of
listen,
a
let me
target man.
This is
Oh,
based
Egal,
on
I'm gonna
what
mediate
fans
here, let me-
overrate players.
Yeah, let me
This
mediate a
one
little bit. Yeah,
fans
let me
overrate players.
let me mediate a bit. Yeah, the problem is with this, like with what we're saying right now is that
we know Saliba's not overrated.
Højlund, yeah, when Højlund came into the season, I don't think anyone rated Højlund, bro. People were already cooking him from the previous season.
Yeah,
that's the
I
problem,
agree.
right? Like if you
I
said this
agree.
argument last season, I think genuinely it made sense. The problem is no one rates him now, bro. So even if he goes lower than where he is.
Ahmed, okay, I agree. At some point, he stopped getting rated. It doesn't
Yes.
take away from the fact of his price tag and things like that. That's what I'm saying. For a Manchester United striker to go over 3 months without scoring a goal, and he's not being put in a overrated, fraudulent 11, this guy should be nowhere
But I
near.
feel, yeah, but I feel like
but
this is being. I know. I don't even mean Sam. Let me just finish quickly. Yeah,
Go
I'm just.
ahead.
But remember, we're talking about just for this season, though, right? Guys that came into this season with a level of hype, with a level of like
But then you
expectation.
can't put
that are-
Xerxes because Xerxes has been better than him, and he's half the price.
Okay, then that's fair. I think that argument's fair. So, like, that's why people are saying Jota, Havertz, etc., etc., etc. There's a bunch of other guys we can talk about.
You could
Hey,
say some-
Xerxes done things
okay.
that a lot of
Egal,
people
your
don't.
vote, please. Egal.
You
Shout
love
out
that
Saliba.
he
My
cooked
vote is
Saliba.
going
I
to go
love
to-
I love it.
Guys,
I love
let's
it.
vote. Let's vote,
Jota.
please. Egal.
Like
Vote.
Ivan Perisic versus Virgil van Dijk when he had that man doing the bachata merengue twister thing,
what
you
are
know.
you doing?
Virgil van Dijk is gonna win more leagues this year than your club the last 80. Egal, tell me.
Jacob.
Egal, your
Huh.
vote, Habibi.
He said
said
Jota already.
Egal.
I already said mine. I said Jota.
Okay,
Oh.
Jacob.
For Saad's football corner and his football IQ, I'm putting Kai Havertz.
Okay,
Yeah,
Vator
that's
already said Jota. Ahmed.
You know what? I hope you're with me with this one, Staffy. We gotta do it for the culture. This one.
It doesn't matter if you vote anything other than Kai.
See, come on, bro. You almost made me not do the way I wanted to do, but you know what I mean. I've got to do this for the coach. I've got to do this for the Chelsea. It's got to be Mr. Kai Havertz.
Okay. Staffy. If you say it, I'll say it too.
Got to do it for the coach, Staffy.
What's the votes at now? So at least
It's the same thing it was with Trent.
I'll give it very simple stuff. If you say Jota, hot Jota. If you say Havertz, I'll put Havertz. If you want to do it for the culture, since you are the man of the people today, Mr. Trent.
The people's champ, man.
Yeah, we could just go.
What do the people want? What do the people want? I'm seeing the people want Havertz.
Choose Havertz or Jota. Which one you hate more?
Bro, Saad
the people want
and
Havertz.
who's all the panelists that joined Saad's football corner?
Yeah, man. Dude, listen.
Because all of them singing Sami Nami Na every single watch along. Oh, you scored. Oh yeah, I love it. 65 million in my fucking
Look
mouth.
at it. The chat is saying Havertz, bro. The chat is saying Havertz overwhelmingly, bro.
Listen, the chat wants Havertz. But guess what I said earlier? I said
They ain't singing no songs for Jota.
Listen, the chat wants Havertz. Earlier, I committed to being John Cena. But guess what, motherfuckers? If John Cena turned on the WWE universe, you think I'm not going to turn on Don Hussam's live chat? Put Jota in this team. You guys don't want me to put Højlund? You're not putting Havertz. We all lose. Hold that.
Here you go.
Terrorism with the highest order. Terrorism.
Technically, you should put it to a vote, right, Hussam? That's how you've done all the other positions.
No, because I voted Jota as well. I voted
Ahmed,
Jota as well.
do this.
I voted Jota as well.
Like The Rock. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I just turned on the chat.
Before we just end the stream, let me just read these super chats and then we're gonna end the stream. Super frauds, Hussam.
Let's go, Staffy. Staffy sucks. Let's go, Staffy.
Staffy sucks.
Super frauds, Hussam picking Palmer over world class KDB. KDB's fucking washed, you bum. Okay, then put Salah.
That's like picking on a dog at the
Palmer was
adoption
the best in
agency.
the world
Like,
and worse.
why are you
Ballon
being
d'Or
mean to
favorite.
that dog?
Okay, yeah, we should totally put the guy with 27 goals and 17 assists in 29 games because that's completely logical. That's not overrated and that's not fraudulent either. He's literally about to have the greatest season in Premier League history. That's the last thing further away from fraudulent than you can ever mention, to be honest with you.
Bro, that's like saying Miss Universe from the 70s was never beautiful. Bro, she just passed her beauty. Like, halos. Why are we doing this to KDB, man? Respect you.
Solanke was overrated heavily when he came. Nah, I don't think so.
He's
People
a
were
horse
saying
gone to the
6 million.
glue factory.
You know what it is, man. Solanke, he's an anime man. I respect that about him, but he's not living into the anime hype, man.
To be fair, his own fan base doesn't like him, so I don't think he's overrated.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. He's not living
I
up
like
to the anime
him.
fan base.
Most of my fan base is fucking
See,
stupid,
but that's the problem, man. You know, if Jacob likes someone, that means the ball IQ is a bit low there. So again, that's.
See, that's hilarious coming from this fucking guy who's trying to dodge every single allegation that literally video evidence proves you're a liar. Go back on your words. You don't actually know what you say. Therefore, how can he keep track of his lies? It's almost like I'm so ignorant and blissfully ignorant of my ignorance. So you're just floating in the ether, talking about some bullshit nation that ain't no one give a fuck about. Ain't no one trading nothing with none of your dusty ass nations. You trying to talk to me about ball IQ? You had Nani Madueke Nation. You were talking about Nani Madueke Nation, and your stock is looking fucking dusty. Talk about a winger actually rated. Talk about a winger actually rated.
Guys, Jacob, listen, Jacob.
What winger have I? Nah, this motherfucker want to talk about ball IQ. Talking about Madueke Nation. We crushed Gusto Nation already with one breath. What's next,
man? Jacob, listen, Jacob. Yeah, it's all
Jacob,
I want to say
on that. Ahmed, Habibi. I just want to say one thing to Jacob.
The same motherfucker rooting for Boston Celtics one game and rooting for the Nuggets the next game. God forbid they meet each other in the finals. This motherfucker have a half and half.
Listen,
be like, I'm here for the heritage. Bro. Talk about your dusty ass.
I want to say something, and I'm going to say it nice and clearly.
Pulling that dusty ass mic closer to your dusty, crusty ass mouth. They're gonna make a damn difference of what comes out of it.
I want you to know something, Jacob. I want you to know something, Jacob. The game's the game, bro. Remember that.
I'm just gonna say one thing, Jacob, before you lose your mind. Just remember,
the game's the game.
Wallahi, Ahmed said wallahi, and he's literally the reason why Sancho's here. You get the W. Saliba performances this season is still top 5 in the league. Top 5, my ass. Also, Staffy's right. There must be a United player in the list. People had them top 6. There is a United player on the list on loan to Chelsea. His name is Jadon Sancho. You got me. That's the United player.
Why do you hate Sancho so much, bro?
How is the only person that actually used his brain?
Name 5 centre backs who've been better than Saliba.
Performance-wise this season?
Yeah.
That's quite easy.
Gabriel,
Okay.
Timber.
Early.
Konate,
Timber's not a center back.
Van Dijk,
Okay, that's 2.
I think Murillo's been better than him this season.
Bro,
Morelos,
Murillo, Milenkovic.
Milinkovic has been better than him.
done.
Milinkovic
Problem.
and Murillo are better than him.
Gal's corner love,
They're
bro. but-
performing better.
yeah,
They're not better,
let
but
them
they're
run,
performing
let them
better.
run.
Listen, there's
Anyway,
difference
just
between
before we
quality
end, this is the team for you guys to look at right here. Ederson, Trent, Saliba, Colwell, Udogi, Madison, Odegaard, Palmer, Foden, Jota, and Sancho. This was very entertaining. This was very much fun. This stream is going to take you over to Staffy's channel. He's running a Brazil-Argentina watch-along, so do go watch that on Staffy TV.
Be you backing Staffy? Just want to know.
Who am I backing?
I'm not even going to post this, Aboud. I don't even know why you're laughing. I'm not even going to post this. This is not going anywhere. So, yeah. If I'm being honest, the corner wasn't even taken that quickly. There you are. The pylon on Trent is gonna be horrible to deal with now as a guy who likes Trent for this next 2 months.
Origi's clear. That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing Origi's got.
Nah, I ain't gonna post shit. I'm not gonna.
I
post
really
shit.
don't get why everyone's upset with Trent. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
He made the right decision.
Yeah,
Anyway,
listen,
Egal
man.
talks football, United Spurs of America, the Bridge Nation, Carefree Lewis G, Shik TV, Staffy TV, and Vator Games TV are all in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe on your way out. And yeah, see you guys later, inshallah. There's no ahwa
Take
tomorrow.
care now.
Habibi. Tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. UK time, Hussam X Babs X Dan Potts.
Don't worry,
And
Saad will be
10
able to
UK.
contribute tomorrow just as much as he does to every alot. He'll be able to turn on his PlayStation.
Exactly. Yeah.
3:30, you got
Or Jacob, or just not show up and then a day later do his own team of the season on his own.
Hussam, you got to
And then take a shit next time he's on your channel too.
Egal, you
Don't
want to
forget
come?
that.
2:30
If you
p.m.
make it
UK.
3 o'clock, I could come.
But see, that's the problem. You can't come then. You want to come at 3 p.m.?
Potentially, yeah. When I get home, I can
Okay,
make it.
Adi, you can come 3 minutes later. That's fine.
Yeah, shout out to Donald Trump, man. I'm gonna come.
Anyway, yalla.
out.
See you guys, man. Staffy TV.
What the fuck?
Everyone's talking about coming, so there you go.
Oh, you're fasting, man. Chill out.